There, we are now live. We sit in this little starting soon thing for about a minute, or until people stop yapping. Um, some games can go on a little bit, and then I play the title.
Yeah, sometimes he plays the title even if we are talking, because we won't stop talking.
Sometimes, some like Friday night game, I think is the worst culprit of that. Friday night game, they gab so much. I love them all, but sometimes I'll just try to find whenever is funniest for me to cut somebody off.
Yeah, he's evil like that. You will see, you will hate him. The worst DM ever.
That's why you're all here.
We still show up week after week. We're all masochists. Masochists.
Yeah.
I only have one other DMs that I talk
My
to.
target
So.
demographics. The bar is really low. Great. Great. Hello, everybody! Welcome to Magic and Mysterium for Friday mornings. We are coming back for session 33, and with a new person that we are excited to show off the character for. Last episode, we had a pretty fucking big episode, so I guess it's better that I do a more comprehensive recap as to what happened. So, in the last year of Hogwarts, there has been a lot that has gone on. See, last year, there was a large tournament. During that time, there was an incursion. The acromantulas from the forest invaded the tournament itself, caused all of you to have a fight for your lives. Nobody ended up actually winning. You all were able to survive with a fair bit of trauma out of it. And because of that, the next year, which is this year, the head commissioner of the Aura Commission, came in to survey the school, do a sort of audit, make sure that it's working as it should, because that kind of incursion should not have happened. He very quickly took it upon himself as the Inquisitor to add in a few ordinances of his own. Took up also the position of Transfiguration Teacher, because the Transfiguration Teacher prior had gotten extremely hurt and was in the hospital for a long time after what happened. One symptom of whatever the hell went down, and I'll explain it a little bit. In the fourth year, at the very end there, the reason why the Acromantula were able to intrude into Hogwarts grounds was because something catastrophic happened back at the castle while all of you were all gone. A dark black root pushed up out of the ground, destroying the greenhouse areas, embedding itself into the side of the building. This you all had been able to identify as Deathroot, a legendary plant that can kill just about anything it touches. The faculty had no idea how to handle it, but more than that, its destruction caused a lapse in the wards of Hogwarts, which allowed for the Acromantula to intrude. Kind of a domino effect, one thing after another. Upon the start of fifth year, they developed a dome to be put over top of the greenhouse area, keeping it contained. Magnus, the commissioner, Mr. Gideon, was tasked with the containment and safety of the Hogwarts students. this last little bit, you all decided to take upon yourselves to end the Deathroot's career. We found out some pretty deep shit about it. First of all, that it is actually coming from a different plane of existence. It was brought here quite a long time ago by Helga Hufflepuff to protect a relic, something that powers the school, keeps it working as it should, and there has been things going haywire for many years now. You all traveled into a different plane of existence, into the unseen realms, the kind of the afterlife, as it were. Found the core of this thing and put a stop to it. We traveled with our friend being Mr. Azreth. He is a ghost. He is very, very old and very evil. I don't know how else to put it into words. Or morally ambiguous? I don't know. He has been teaching and become a confidant to many of the students here. Edgar briefly was his confidant. Not anymore. Edgar's very against him ever since the end of 4th year. And with his help, we receded the Deathroot. It left. So now comes the question, what becomes of Mr. Gideon? What becomes of any of that? It looked like it was only getting worse and worse and worse. But now, with no explanation as to how actually this Deathroot has been defied, he is left without any excuse for being here. You can see it in the papers. Hogwarts School, safe. The papers have changed it to make it that Magnus Gideon implemented certain rules that ensured the safety of Hogwarts students. That the Minister of Magic has the safety of Hogwarts students being number 1 on his priority list, as they are the future of our great nation. Over the winter break, everyone took time to wind down from the craziness that school offered. Time spent with family and at home was a respite for the difficulties are still incoming. It felt good not having to worry about destructive plots, raging monsters, or mind-altering madness. Authoritarian regimes are one thing to be happy to check off your list. Now that the worries of Hogwarts incompetence have been quelled, you all are returning. We find ourselves in a new scene. It would be nighttime right now because you guys arrive in the morning on the half semesters. So it's wait a second. No, it would be later in the day. Yeah, it's later in the day right now. Nemessa, you stand in the King's Cross station. You can smell the scent of soot right on the tip of your tongue. You can hear the howl of a train whistle that echoes out in this covered space. So many people gathering up together. People walking out onto the train itself. You feel probably a little nervous. There's nerves that are running through you. You have all of your stuff with you on your own little trolley, and are waiting in line as you hand it off to a worker that puts it out into the back. Who is with you? Who is seeing you off, Nemessa?
Nobody.
All alone.
I'm all alone.
You look further down the tracks. Can hear some people going off. Train departing in 10 minutes! 10 minutes, train departing! Best get on. You grab your carry-on luggage. Other students, different heights and looks, are walking through the train. All of them wearing casual clothes, at least to start. Because it's later in the day, you're probably going to be spending your night on the train as well. You pop up onto the proper train car and push through the incredibly thin hallway. There's a jam up ahead as Edgar is struggling with Alice to get his bags into one of the compartments.
Move your things. You get so much space. Like, why do you need all that?
It's not hard, Edgar. You just turn it
It's-
sideways and push it in.
Just
won't fit.
reducio it. Not you can just pivot it to the side. You hear other people are yelling in the hall.
Oh my god, you're so annoying. You could just bring less things. You don't need all that. What do you need that for? Whatever.
I need it. Just turn your bag sideways like everyone else.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's try. See if it fits sideways.
Make a athletics check, Edgar.
Okay, give me a second. Athletics. 14.
Not bad. It takes a minute. There's like a lot of jostling. You bang the side of it and you're able to pull it in.
Come on, come on. Oh,
There's a general
finally.
murmur that goes through the area, and people push past, actually kind of brushing past Alice a little bit aggressively. Alice, do you push that person? Or like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, out of response, like someone comes in and is like, no, get out. We're doing something.
and you're able to enter into the doorway of your compartment. Nemessa, you are following with the line of people all pushing into their own compartments. You're alone, so it's kind of difficult to know exactly where you should be going. And you can hear inside of this compartment Anne, who is watching Alice and Edgar come in. And you're up on one of the extendable beds that open up in the ceiling. And are you reading something? Are you working on something?
Absolutely. She was reading the whole time and did not try to help at all, and was just kind of laughing to herself as she continued reading her book.
What kind of book is it? Is it a fiction, nonfiction? Is it a textbook or a comic book?
Yeah, she probably has the latest edition of Hogwarts: A History open and is skimming through it.
Awesome. And Edgar, have you ever seen the beds extended from the ceiling before?
No, actually, that's the first time
Okay,
it's been
all right.
mentioned.
So when you look up, you're like, what the heck? Because you can see the ceiling itself has been magically extended upward, and there are 6 cots that have been pushed down either side, and a little rope ladder that's come down on the
Since
far
when
end.
do we have beds on the train?
Since always. You didn't know this?
No, I could be sleeping in a bed instead of like sleeping on the seat and my drool being all over the window.
Yeah, this whole time you could have done that. That was a choice that was available to you.
I didn't know. Why was none of you doing it then?
Camaraderie. We were all, talking late into the night. I thought you were our friend, Edgar. I didn't know you wanted to sleep through the whole train ride.
Of course not. I'm just saying that if you can do something more comfortably, why not do it? Why are you on a bed then? What about whatever you said? That word.
Camaraderie.
What do you
Yes.
want? What do you want to cuddle down there on the benches? You can hear Darcy yell down toward you.
Hi, Darcy.
Hi.
Why are
I
you
figured this out in
here?
second year. You just have to double pull the blinds curtain.
Ah, why are you here? You're usually hanging around, Sadie.
Alice invited me.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, no, not at all.
Great.
If anything, it makes me quite happy.
Okay.
I mean, how was your breaks, everyone?
Quiet. How is yours?
So busy as always. It's crazy
Mhm.
at my home during holidays. So many people, all the family with their partners and the kids, and everyone coming back to celebrate together. Crazy, mental.
In the hallway. Will, you're ready to move into the compartment with Drusilla behind you, but there's this student that's in front of you, maybe a little dissociated, who's staring into the compartment just around the bend, listening into the conversation a little bit. Let's start to get some character descriptions as we continue on with this scene. We haven't been able to do any yet because we've just been role playing, but I think we're going to do Edgar and Alice, then we'll do Anne. I'll show Darcy, and then we're going to show Nemessa. We'll do a little bit of a scene, and then we'll show Will and Drusilla. Okay. Edgar, let's give your character description. It's, a new semester, and how old are we? We're 17 now, aren't we?
We're 17. Yes, we are slaying. Um, so I do have Edgar's art on character art. If you want to have a look at it, essentially he's just a redhead. He has
You look like you had
hazel
new
eyes.
art.
It's year 5 art.
Okay.
Um, no, no problem. So he has red hair, hazel eyes, freckles. He's pretty average for a 17-year-old. He's very skinny, like lanky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's that. He's Will's twin, I guess. People in character confuse them. Because apparently having red hair means you're the same. That's Edgar, anyhow.
Where's Ty when you need him? Darcy says. He always keeps Edgar in his place.
Yeah. Honestly.
Alice.
Yeah. Alice is a blonde-haired woman. She is sort of punk adjacent. She's not quite. She's not quite all the way like extreme, but like
Oh, okay. I see now that you said punk. I heard hunk, and I'm like, well,
No.
yeah,
Well,
sure.
she does have 60 strength.
Yeah.
That's what I heard as well. And I thought she meant super buff, and I was like, yes.
No,
I'm like,
no.
okay, yeah, sure, I guess.
I mean, kinda. She is kind of buff.
Yeah.
Her skin's a little paler than the picture right now, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. Yeah, she has an intense expression most of the time. But she seems to get along well with most people so far.
Thank you very much. Anne.
Yeah.
Reading your
Anne
book.
is sort of a Anne does not have the vibe that she gets along with most people. She's sort of pretty spindly, frail looking, I would say. And long brown hair, bright blue eyes, and very kind of pinpoint put together. Her clothes are very neat. Everything about her is very neat.
Lovely. And Nemessa, did you have art?
I sent it to you. I don't know how to share it.
Wow.
I tried to add a picture and it wouldn't let me.
Oh, right.
Like
Well,
I just see
they
you a
wouldn't
ton.
let you. What in
Yeah.
character?
Like,
Oh, in here, yeah.
I didn't know where else to add it.
I will send it.
Okay.
You probably have on top of your carry-on luggage a guitar case, right?
I do. Yes.
All right, go ahead and give a description of your character.
She has hair like moonlight and bright green eyes. She likes music. She speaks through her music more than anything else.
Well, so I'll
I
pause.
don't know what I don't share.
What we want to hear is what people see, what they're able to tell at first glance. Anything like that, we'd love to discover over time.
Okay. She is very, very nervous. That's really all you could tell off the bat. It's like a deer in headlights. It's very, very overwhelming right now.
Will, for a second, you think maybe Darcy transitioned back or something. You see this white-haired girl in front of you. I did forget to actually pull up Darcy. So I'll get that really quickly. That's Darcy, who is reaming into Edgar earlier and said that Alice invited them. Will, this person kind of blocking your way forward, looking into your own compartment. Drusilla's behind you. What's the holdup? She says to you, Will.
Sorry, what did you say?
What's the holdup?
Is that what Drusilla says? I'm so sorry. I
Yeah, that's
assume that
what
we're looking
Drusilla's
at the new girl.
Because Drusilla's behind you.
Oh, nothing, dear. 1 second. First year? Can I help you? I'm a prefect.
I'm so sorry. I don't know where to go.
Oh, well, the first year carriage is just down that way. If you don't see any sippy
Oh my
cups and
God,
whatnot, you're in the wrong spot.
Will, does she look 11 to you?
Do you look
I'm not a
17?
first. I'm
I'm
a
gonna
fifth.
stab you.
I'm so sorry. I'm a fifth year this year.
Oh,
What the? She whacks Will up the side of the head.
ow. I'm not all the fifth years. Second semester, fifth year? Or you transfer?
No, the first semester. What do you think, Will?
You know what?
I'm a transfer in. This is my first time going to a school.
Oh, yes. Kind of like me, only I went to school before this one. All right, fine. You just head in where we're headed. We'll get you sorted out. And he's
Thank
gonna
you.
gesture toward.
You're
And
right.
he turns around. Don't worry, it'll be quick.
Okay. Hi, Drusilla. Sorry about him. And Will. Let's get your character out really quick. Oh, I'm have to go. So you know what? I'm gonna show off Drusilla's art really quick. And then I'll throw it off to you. And if you guys want to role play while I'm gone, I'll be 10 minutes. That's just fine by me, or just chill out. I don't care. Here is Drusilla, who's behind Will. She's quite short in comparison to him.
Both in temperament and in looks.
Exactly. Okay, I have to get going, but I'll be
Have
back
I
in 10 minutes.
already been sorted before you leave?
You have not been sorted. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Are we all next to the same? Like, are we all next to each other in the carriages? Are we all going in the same carriage, or are you all in different
We're all
carriages?
going in the same
Alien.
carriage.
We're in
Oh,
the same
okay.
place. No.
Cool.
Mhm.
That makes this
You're
easier because
outside.
I was like, do I want a private time with Drusilla, but if we're all just gonna
We're all
character
together.
file all
You're out in the
together?
hall.
I mean, we're 17 now. So I'll turn to her and I'll press down my hand and say, yes, and I'm Will Wiggenweld.
Not mess up, but you can call me Nessie.
Nessie, right. Anyway, yeah, head on in and we'll get you introduced.
Okay, I'm gonna sit at the very corner by the door, like ready to escape if I have to.
Oh no.
Hey, Death Gang, how you doing?
Oh,
Hi.
hi,
Hi.
Will.
We didn't vote on that group name.
That is
Well,
true.
it was either that or the Rooters, but I thought that was a bit, innuendo laden. Not that I have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're not groundhogs.
That's
True.
true. New friend?
Yes.
Well, probably. Hi, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you. This is Edgar, Darcy, and you met Will, and I think that's everybody here right now.
Oh wow! You're not gonna introduce Anne?
He
I
said
said
it.
Anne.
Oh,
Yep. Darcy and yep. Edgar, we got this. Don't worry, bud. You go back to fawning over Ty.
wow.
Thank you for all sharing your carriage with me.
Yeah, sure. No worries. You seem new, so better that you have a place that you at least feel comfortable.
Where are you from?
Just everywhere. I never grew up in one place for too long.
You're
Oh,
vanishing?
No, I
what?
think they just
Will?
move a lot.
Banishment, where things go into everywhere? She must be from the place where things are vanished.
I
No,
don't
no,
think.
no, 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 it's not like that. I traveled a lot.
He's gonna like grin as though it was his own stupid little joke.
Just
So
ignore Will. He does that a lot.
I'm not very good at noticing jokes. But I traveled a lot with my family.
That's
Mhm.
okay. I mean, Will's
Are
jokes are not
you
really jokes. So
That's right. They're seriousnesses.
is this new for you or is this old hat?
Uh, um, People in general are pretty new to me.
I was sort of meaning magic, but sure,
Oh,
people
uh,
fine.
no, I grew up around magic my whole life.
Okay, cool.
oh, that's nice. So both of your parents are wizards. Yeah,
Yes.
nice, fun.
Will's gonna take out a potions kit and just start like brewing something while y'all chat. So I'll be brewing those Dream Lily potions that I make at the start of the session.
Like at least do it by the window, Will.
Well, this one smells good. I promise.
When it's starting, no, it doesn't.
That's true. And you said the same
Fine.
last
Shove over
year.
then. Yeah. Move over. And he's just gonna like shove his way past whoever's in the way of the
God.
window.
So
Drew,
rude.
just come sit over here. And I assume she's going to continue her own snarky commentary on how terrible I am.
You're not
In good fun.
terrible. You're just focused.
Exactly.
that way.
Determined.
Door.
Determined is one word. That's for sure.
One does not earn the potion's grand prize by being lazy.
So, anyways,
I'll be right
clearly
back.
you
I have
didn't
to
go to.
finish getting my camper on my truck. I'll be listening, but out of chat.
So clearly you didn't go to school. So, what did your parents do? I guess that's a question we should ask.
My parents are museologists, and I was homeschooled as we traveled.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
very
so
cool.
nice.
What kind of magicologist? What's their specialty?
The rare and the exotic. We would get calls from random people that I didn't get much time to talk to, and we would travel every few weeks somewhere new.
Must be pretty chaotic.
It's normal when it's all that you know.
I suppose so. So what's different this year? Why did they decide to send you to school?
I turned 17 this year, so I got to make my own choices, and I wanted to go to school.
Perfect. Well, Hogwarts would be the perfect place for you. Don't mind the headlines and all that story with the death route. It's all perfectly safe now. Like, it's basically not a thing. Like, it just disappeared. Poof! Like, it's gone. It's nothing.
What headlines? I I'm not very up to date on any of the
Oh,
stuff going on.
The school's safe,
Right.
is what they say, anyways.
I did hear Hogwarts was safe.
It's very
Yeah.
safe.
The safest.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know about the houses in Hogwarts?
I did do some study. Yes.
Who's your favorite? It has to be Slytherin.
It is not. I don't have a
Oh.
favorite because I don't want to upset anybody.
But if you had to, if you had
Yeah,
to choose.
You had to choose. That's true.
Just saying, in normal conversation, not that any of us have a preference. You won't offend anyone. If you had to rank them, say.
I would go with Helga Hufflepuff. She seemed very friendly. And then I would go with Godric Gryffindor since he was very brave. And then I would go with Rowena Ravenclaw since she was very smart.
Fascinating. Interesting ranking system, Anne says. And goes
We are
back to her
lost.
book.
We are lost, Anne.
I didn't read a lot of good things on Salazar Slytherin.
It's a lot
I
of propaganda.
apologize.
It's not all propaganda. We know it's not propaganda.
Oh, okay.
How dare you? It is propaganda. I'm probably the nicest person at school.
I
No.
do apologize
No.
if I insulted your house.
Not specifically about you, about Salazar. We know that's not propaganda.
Oh. He was a character, that's certain.
Godric Gryffindor was a real dick. Boastful, always out there
Oh,
saving
no.
people.
There
He
you
had the
go.
classic sin of pride. A notably very rare thing in humanity.
I'm just saying that the others got a little bit of a boost. That
But only one of them was full with blood elitists.
I'm half-blood. Edgar's half-blood. So
Mhm.
it's not exactly filled with blood elitists. Will.
Not
That's
anymore.
true.
Anyway, Nessie, if you could
Not anymore. That's like saying that all of us embody the founder's traits exactly. I'm saying back in the day, Slytherin was a known blood elitist. That's all I'm saying. Click, clack, clack, click.
I do apologize. I didn't mean to upset any house. If it makes you
Oh,
feel any
no.
better, my favorite color is green.
There you go. We'll take that.
We're not upset, by the way. We are a very diverse group. I mean, me and Dan are Slytherin, and then Alice is Gryffindor, and Will is Ravenclaw. You know, we don't see house, but I was just curious. You know, maybe we could have been.
You are both dating Hufflepuff, so
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
But you don't have to reveal all that. Maybe.
What's the harm? Oh, she knows that you're dating someone from a house. I didn't say who you're dating.
I mean, it's fine. You can say it. It's not like we are hiding it. But
Then
maybe
what's the problem?
Maybe it's too much information. I don't know.
They don't know people. All of this is new, anyways.
Nessie,
Doesn't matter.
tell us about yourself. We know you traveled. We know your parents are magizoologists. Are you interested in mad? You know what I'm saying. The same thing.
I was for a while, but as I got older, I kind of grew out of it. I wanted something a little bit more stable. I wanted to meet people. I didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time around people. So that when I turned 17, I just decided to go off on my own, and this is where I ended up.
Nice. So what do you do for fun?
I like to play my guitar.
You know how to play the guitar?
I do.
Come on, play us a little ditty.
Right now?
Yeah.
You don't have to if you don't want to. And we'll elbow Edgar for putting Nessie on the
Right.
spot.
Right. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Another time, if possible.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't
No need to
apologize.
apologize.
It's fine. You're fine.
I'm pretty sure we'll hear from you soon enough. No worries at all. But yeah, Anne is reading. That's all she does.
It's not all I do. I'm very interesting and I live a diverse life, Edgar.
What else are you doing, Anne?
Sometimes I study. Sometimes I browse a book section. Sometimes I brew a potion if I'm desperate. I hang out with my Kneasel. He's very rude to everyone. I have a very interesting life.
Very, very, very.
Diverse
Mhm.
interests.
What is your Kneasel's
True.
name?
Heist. He commits crimes against humanity.
Yeah,
Oh.
he
His
doesn't let me pet
crime
him.
is probably existing.
He
I'm
doesn't let me
allergic
pet
to
him.
measles.
I mean, it happens to be how you got him, isn't it? Nolan comes in from the hallway.
I didn't actually steal him, but there was a day one crime.
Jury's still out on that one, I think. I'm not sure if I believe you. Nolan walks in. This is Nolan.
Okay.
He has a long stave with him, and will pull his bags and immediately put them in the overhead compartment. Plop himself down on one of the couches nearby. I hate sleeping on the train. I can't get any good sleep.
Really? Trains always make me really tired. It's the rocking.
You're like a kid in a child's seat on a
Look,
long car ride. That would
it's
be
comfortable,
saying that.
okay?
That's because you're like 2 meters tall, Nolan.
Yeah, I can't really like splay out, he says.
Well, I'm telling you now, your snoring though, it's very loud.
What did I miss? Anything?
We
We
just-
have a new student.
Okay, I was
Her
asking
name
out of
is-
character,
That
but
was
Oh,
we
I can ask in character.
relatively introduced everybody so that
Awesome.
my mess is up to speed.
Nolan will then say, "Well, anything new after the break?"
We have a new friend. And we'll
Yeah.
gesture towards
Another
that student.
cat?
No, a real
No.
person.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh. Hi. Sorry, I didn't notice you there. Nolan, of course, is blind. So
Okay.
he didn't even know you were here when he came in.
I'm sorry for startling you.
It's every day, at least with these guys. New friend though, that's pretty quick. What was your name?
Nymessa.
So, I had an inkling that we were gonna have a new student, but I wasn't certain.
Nolan's very good at divination. Haha.
yeah, you know that magic that's not real magic, but whatever.
It is real magic.
If you say so.
Hmm.
So you can see the
Nolan
future.
purposefully rolls his eyes.
It's not
Uh,
really seeing the future, is it?
no, I did a card pull. Apparently, we're gonna have a fun year. I pulled the devil.
Oh, good.
I
I
hope that
mean-
doesn't refer to me.
No,
I don't
Parts
know.
are
Are
moved.
you a party animal?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think will be good.
As long as you didn't also pull the lovers.
So you didn't pull what? Oh, the lovers? No, not this time. As much as you probably would love to hear that I did, Will. He needs no
Oh,
issue in that department, Drusilla says.
Exactly. Yep. He goes to give her a high five.
She takes it. Like without looking at
Yeah.
each other, just like a side high five.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
Perfectly coordinated. I'm gonna throw up, Darcy says, from and pulls out a view to go lay down.
Oh my god. Yeah, Will and Drusilla are a thing, so
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I just don't know what you see in him. Good for you, but
Wait, what? Who are you judging here, Mister
Will
not
Dating a
saved your
Himbo?
life on multiple occasions. You say anything like that to me again, and you won't be seeing.
Exactly.
Right,
Your
right.
himbo of a boyfriend would just be blinking and grunting about now.
Okay, I
So, are
think I'm
you gonna
going
rush to my
now.
defense, Anne, or
Oh, sorry, I was too busy laughing at Edgar. I totally missed. But the
you know
defense.
that's valid?
I,
No, it's
you're
fine.
great. You don't need me to defend Your Honor. You're you're great. He's great, everyone. Just in case anyone
All
else.
right, all right, all right. I think you've done enough. Nolan says. Nemessa,
Why are
where
you
are
using
you?
your vision spell, Nolan?
It only works for a short while, and I can't use it very often.
You should work on fixing that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I need to not be blind. What was I thinking?
Well, no, now that we have access to the spell research section of the library, you could totally,
Spells
pump
are
that
only
thing
so
up.
powerful. I mean, it's not like I'm an expert at healing spells or anything. And even then, there's been no expert to create a thing to fix blindness.
Well, I mean, how'd you get your spell? Didn't you make it?
Yeah, uh,
Yeah,
like back in the end of third year or so.
exactly. See, I made a potion that made people bounce and become stupider than Ty, and now the potion lets people fly with no problem.
It only works for 10 minutes, he says. So I like to use it during more special occasions.
Oh, I see. He's gonna
Special
he's gonna waggle his
occasions.
eyebrow.
Right.
And we'll flip Will off.
I may not be able to see your face, but I can imagine it. Put the eyebrows down.
Oh yeah, waggle. I should get some AI face things so that I can, not for my actual face, but GIFs.
Yeah.
So I can just post a GIF of eyebrow waggling.
Talk to Faith. Faith knows how to do that really well.
I have faith in them. Sorry, that one was really low effort.
Character. I'm sure they've never heard that before. And I think, is it? Who else do we have in the scene? We had Drusilla, we had Darcy. This Ty hasn't shown up or anything. I won't because it's just another character. It's just gonna make things crazy. Nolan wants to ask. Nemessa, what school are you coming from?
I was homeschooled
For the whole time?
the whole time.
I am so sorry.
Why? There's nothing wrong with being homeschooled.
Well, I mean, being locked in your house for however long, with only your parents.
I was never inside. I've got to see much of the world.
Yeah, Nolan, the world explorer over here. You can hear Darcy say from the top bunk. Okay, that sounds a little cooler.
Nemessa's parents are actually magizoologists. Right, Nemessa?
Yeah.
Oh, I know a Ravenclaw that you'll probably like. He chuckles.
I'm looking forward to meeting new people.
Well, don't look forward to everybody.
That's true. There's Wilfred.
Wilfred
Yeah,
is nice.
he's my best friend, and I can second that.
Wilfred's
Or even
nice.
worse, his kooky ass father.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing less of him.
I hope he's not here that semester. I mean, we dealt and they dealt with the issue.
Well, I mean, there's still an Acromantula issue, Darcy says.
Acromantula is at
know.
Hogwarts?
Oh my god, you don't know?
She doesn't. She's not been around people.
Yeah, but you may as well have heard in the news or something.
She
It's all
doesn't read the
day.
news. She's somewhere else.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
Are there
You
really
are
acromantulas at Hogwarts?
No, not at Hogwarts. Around.
Around?
Oh,
in the
well, that,
forest.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
on all
normal.
sides.
Yeah, they've kidnapped students only twice
3 times.
ish. Yeah.
But that was like in the past. It doesn't happen anymore, you know.
Yeah. Historically, it's been about once a year.
And everyone is alive and well. They were just, you know, talking with them. They just wanted company. It's not like they kidnapped them to kill them.
Yeah, they did. I don't know why you were lying about that, Edgar. Yes, they
Her,
did.
her parents are magic zoologists. She probably knows about acromantula.
Yeah.
I don't want to scare her before she has her first day at Hogwarts.
I've seen acromantulas before. I'm okay.
There you go.
Yeah, we've
Wait, you have?
I have.
we've been pretty close up with
You must be a well-studied magic zoologist. He
I've
actually,
seen
you can see he visibly respects you a little more now.
I've seen a lot of rare creatures that many others have not.
What's the coolest one you've seen?
Ooh.
I've got to see dragons up close.
Dragons?
Oh, is it Reese? I think it's Reese.
Brett.
Brett's mom.
It's Brett's mom. Okay.
Oh, so like this, and he'll transform into a dragon.
In the car.
In the car?
Yeah.
In
There's
the
no,
car, yes, in the car.
not in the train card, Will. Seriously, like fucking wings push out, landing onto things. He's a
Will,
little
stop.
too big in here.
Will, that's so weird to do.
He's just gonna lick his lips.
It's like
Come
getting
back to
it's like
normal.
getting attacked. Actually, just will say it's like getting attacked by an umbrella. And yes, Nemessa, you can see Will has a very rare animagus form. Obviously an animagus, but he is probably like a very small sized dragon, white scales.
That's amazing.
Yeah. He'll transform back.
He can turn invisible too. So be careful.
Actually,
Be careful.
I think Drusilla will cast Reparafarge at you. Change
Me?
it back.
Oh no.
I transfer back willingly. Anyway,
But yeah, so what
What?
kind of dragon did you see? Was it like that huge one? What's it called?
I met a Welsh green when I was 5 years old.
Oh.
Brett always says that they're the nicest ones.
They are very sweet most of the time.
Did you get to fly on its back?
I was 5, so no.
Oh.
Edgar, people don't generally fly on dragons.
I don't know. I have never
think it's
seen
very
one up
common, yeah.
close.
You need to
Will does
separate
it all the
fantasy
time.
from reality. Okay, Edgar?
Yeah,
It's not
Edgar.
my fault. I just
Yeah, Edgar.
see so many movies. Whatever.
Actually, there was one defined account of a dragon rider. Someone else is walking into the compartment. This is, of course, Ty.
There we go. Ty with his fun facts.
Was it? Yeah, I'm trying to remember which it was of my own. He says, magic zoologists, actually, when they have a connection with magical creatures, we call it a Rathaline link after Rathanax that Merwin the Malicious had his reign with. Hi.
Yeah.
I
That's Ty.
don't think we met before. We go.
He
grab
does it a lot. Don't mind him, Nessie.
Hi.
He's a year older than you guys. Wait, is this like a new student? Yeah, try to
Yeah.
keep up, guy. Oh, well, I don't know everybody in their year, so I thought maybe like we just hadn't met before. I'm Ty Connolly.
Nice to meet you, Ty. My name is Nemessa.
Man, another person to rope into our adventures, huh? He jokes.
The best adventures, though.
We don't have any adventures, Ty. Drusilla says. Not one bit.
Oh, we do. I mean, we've been to the Forbidden Forest a few times, but don't tell anyone.
Edgar, we do not have any interesting adventures. The Forbidden Forest is what I call the bedroom.
Drusilla's like, I'm gonna go lay down. she goes up the ladder and disappears.
Yeah, anyways, Ty, how was your holidays?
Oh, just great. I've been working nonstop on my book about the necropolis. I have a rough draft finished.
Your book about what?
Yeah, I'm hoping like, with graduation coming next year, I can just
No.
like start with the ground running, getting
That is a
published.
personal record only.
Of course. Well,
And isn't it hit the ground? You're supposed to hit the ground running, not start with the ground already running. I'm pretty sure that only happens if you're really drunk. No, let me know.
Is that? He like looks at it like he's gotten it wrong his entire life. No, I just want to get published early, and I've changed all of your names in it, okay, and details.
This is Ty, right?
Yes, Ty.
I'm just gonna turn. I'm gonna raise one eyebrow toward Edgar as he says this.
Ty, like.
Well, I thought we were telling her about the Forbidden Forest.
Yes, but this has nothing to do with the Forbidden Forest.
What happens in the Forbidden Forest? He's gonna look upstairs toward the bedroom area. Stays in the Forbidden Forest, Ty.
Drusilla's
Also,
backpack comes flying from the second row, slamming onto Will.
Oh,
also true. He's just writing a fiction about a necropolis thing. That's what he meant. He's a fiction writer.
If you say so.
Yeah, I'm using everybody as character inspiration.
Yes,
Mhm.
he is. What's my character's name again? The character equivalent?
Romeo.
Romeo. That's me. And
Dios
Anne
mio.
was. And Anne was like Rosetta or something, right?
Mm-mm. Rosetta.
I want to change my character name. And cells.
Yeah, can we pick our own character names? Nolan says. I want to be Roberto.
I'm Linda Fairplay.
And I think that's
yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be Debbie McDunn's face. That's just not fair.
W McDonald's face. Okay. So here. That's the perfect place to kind of transition our scene. As the train takes its leave for many, many hours. It is like a 9-hour train ride, which takes super fucking long time. So you do end up sleeping on said train. Everybody finds their own little cots. Some people pull into bed together because no one can stop them.
Not this
And-
semester.
You guys are very happy at the lack of ore presence on the train itself. Okay, second. Okay, Nemessa. As you lay there, the rhythmic clacking of the train becoming a lullaby for you. Dreams come. You imagine the Hogwarts sorting ceremony going the worst possible way. You get up there, you don't have any pants on. Everyone's laughing about something that you don't know what they're laughing about. Just every little stupid anxiety that could possibly flow through your unconscious mind does so. Eventually, you hear the high-pitched noise of the train whistle. You wake up. The train is still moving. And in through the window, there is bright light of the morning sun streaming in, casting long shadows and an amber haze. You look up there and can see yourself now in a new place, no longer the cities of southern England, but the high rolling hills and mountains of North Scotland. It's beautiful, especially after the winter has all but done. Spring is now coming. You can see morning showers intermittently with blue skies, little clusters of wildflowers that grow up all around you. You quickly grab your stuff, go to the bathroom, and get changed into your robes, which have a gray trim to them, and as does everybody else in their own time. The train finally comes to a screeching halt at Hogsmeade Station. Outside the windows, there is a stone platform with wooden. Like a yawn? Big yawn. With wooden little buildings nearby, a bridge that goes over top of the train itself, and you can hear the faculty yelling off, "Fifth years to the train cars, oh, not train cars, to the carriage carts, no dallying. That means you, Mr. Gideon. Yeah, all right." You grab your stuff, and I think someone would actually take it on the platform itself because they're. Oh no, you put it on the cart with you, and then once you get to the school, the house elves normally take it. You walk up the stairs to beautiful covered carriages. They're stained almost black, glass outer windows. And Nemessa, have you ever witnessed a death firsthand?
I have. I can't see Threstules.
So in front of you is, of course, those similarly morose-looking, dark black, leathery thestrals that are just awaiting for their command to move forward. People pay them mostly no heed as they go up onto the carts. Nemessa, you walk over toward one, and it turns and looks at you as your newfound acquaintances are heading up onto the carriage itself. I'm going to mute Mike. There we go. And I think on your way there, you hear somebody from behind you. Miss Nemessa? That must be you. I'm Professor Flitwick. Rushing over is one of your faculty members. Pulling up his art here. Oh, I'm glad I was able to get to you before you headed off yourself. I'm going to be the one escorting you. Thank you to Miss Harley and Mr. Coleman. I appreciate you for looking after her.
Of course, Professor. Anytime. Good luck at your sorting. See you there.
Thanks for keeping me company.
He offers 10 points to Slytherin. which I will
Thank you,
add.
Professor.
Friday morning. Oh, you're now neck and neck with Ravenclaw. Okay. If you just follow me, he insists. Cecily?
Yeah. Sorry, was I supposed to say something?
Well, he was asking you to join him.
Oh, I'm
So
just
go off.
silently following him.
You look back and do you like give a little pet to the Thestral as a goodbye, or
Yes, I do. I'm very excited to see them because I've been on a train for a very long time.
you've probably never seen them hooked up to anything. They're normally wild animals. It's kind of like seeing a bunch of wolves pulling, a sled. Not huskies, wolves. Um, Professor Flitwick leads you to a carriage in the back. He's clocked that little interaction and opens up the door for you. After you.
Thank you.
He steps up into the carriage itself and actually has to kind of climb a bit to get in, and then shuts it closed. The man in front of you is about 2 feet tall. He's got a well manicured mustache and little 3-piece dress robe. He's got glasses as well that adorn his face, and he looks very dapper in his little suit. I'm Professor Flitwick, Deputy Headmaster of Hogwarts School and Master of Charms, also the head of Ravenclaw House. Mr. Messer, we are very excited to have you here for your 5th year. As I understand it, you've been homeschooled up until now.
I have, and I'm very excited to start this new journey with Hogwarts.
Yes, I do wish you luck. 5th year is a good time to get into the institutions, as we will be doing owls coming up. I assume that you've already been working hard for them?
I have been doing my best, sir.
Your transcripts are soon to be coming, so I hope to be reviewing them soon, or whoever your head of house may be. There are 4 houses here at Hogwarts School, Witchcraft and Wizardry: Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Slytherin, each with their own boons and banes. Like, for instance, my own house. We are known as the House of Scholars. Much of our student body relies heavily on studying, memorization, and working together in our library upstairs. The downside being that we are notorious for being a little odd.
There's nothing wrong with being odd.
My thoughts exactly. Hufflepuff House is known as the House of Community. They care deeply about one another and see their strength in the unity between students. A good ideology, should I? Blah. A good ideology, might I say. They can be a bit rowdy, however. The Slytherin house is the house of cunning, the house of out of the box thinkers, and especially the house of tenacity. Although they're generally individualists, they can be very competitive with one another, but that is a trait that my house also shares. Lastly, Gryffindor house. Set up by Godric Gryffindor himself, Gryffindor house relies on courage above all else, chivalry, care for their fellow man, responsibility is a major part of it. They can, if you ask anybody, they'll tell you that Gryffindors can be a bit full of themselves, but if you ask me, I'd say that everyone can.
I'm very excited to see where I'll end up.
As am I. Our sorting ceremony will be in the Great Hall. You'll be following me. We don't often get students in the mid-year. I believe you're the only one, especially with everything that's been going on. But things are looking up for the better. Best time to be joining.
So I be standing with a bunch of first years?
No, we are in the second semester, so our first years this
Oh.
year already sorted many, many months ago. Just you.
So I'm going to be standing alone?
We'll all be there.
Oh. Okay.
And he goes off some of the rules like curfew and like house common rooms and tries to get you up to speed with that kind of stuff. My music stop again? It's really quiet. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Okay, I have new music to begin to play. Sending now. Music. Lovely. So that carriage continues on its way through a forest path. Eventually, it leads to a wrought iron gate. Oh, looks like we're here. You turn around looking through the window and can see the gate melt away as the carriages enter in through it. The gargoyles on either sides of the gate flap their wings and stare down at the students. And as your carriage rounds the bend, the sight that greets you is nothing short of magical. Hogwarts Castle, set upon a high black cliff of dark stone. Majestic and imposing, it rises from the shoreline. Its towers and spires are bathed in the warmth of the morning sun. Their outlines are sharp against the blue sky. You can see the castle's reflection in the lake below it, like a shimmering mirage, a ghostly echo. Its torchlit windows and doors mimic a starry sky. And as you draw closer, you begin to make out the details of the castle. The arched windows, the stone gargoyles, the ivy creeping up the walls. The sight of Hogwarts fills you with a sense of wonder. You can see construction going on right now in the southern grounds, northern grounds that you're passing, which would be the greenhouse area. On your right-hand side, you can see colorful banners are currently being put up along the Quidditch pitch. I don't know if she's ever been to a Quidditch game before, but certainly
I have never seen it in my life.
big. Oh wow! And you can see the battlements. The road has been repaired. There looks like the earth has been churned up in certain areas. Mr. Filch is out right now doing some gardening, trying to get the grass to regrow in those areas.
Is this mess caused by the acromantulas I heard about?
What? Oh, no, that was a while back. This was general renovations.
Okay. I don't push the subject.
Yep. He's not telling the truth, but your carriage comes to a sudden halt on the outside. Looks like we're here. He clicks open the door and helps you down off of it. We're going to be heading through the north courtyard, briefly into the Oxford building and across the viaduct bridge. There we'll enter into the side, where I will have you wait for a moment in our chamber of reception, and I'll call you up in a minute.
I
Follow me.
appreciate you for guiding me.
Oh, it is my pleasure. And yeah, you walk through that area. You can see some of your acquaintances who are going in a different route across the suspension bridge. They give like a little wave to you as you go elsewhere.
I nervously wave back because I'm super excited, but also very scared.
So, as I described, you move through a few buildings and then out onto this big, long bridge with these pillars that go straight down. You can hear the sound of a rushing waterfall nearby and can smell the scent of the western forest being brought through with the wind. You can see the black lake below you that overtakes a grand portion of the valley. And you would exit into the viaduct courtyard and then briefly into the oh no, he would just take you to the side. There's a little door onto the side of the courtyard. He walks in and you can see it's a big circular room with checkered floors. And up above you, there are moving, floating portraits of different graduating classes of Hogwarts. Some of them portraits, some of them actual moving pictures and stuff. See if you hear, feel free to look around. I'll be back in just a minute.
This is amazing. There's moving people.
He gives a chuckle at the kind of wonder that a new student has when it's so normal for him nowadays. A matter of minutes later, Flitwick reappears in the doorway. Ah, hello, Nemessa?
Yes, sir.
Just about ready. Follow me. Stay quiet.
Okay.
I hear someone's cat.
Sorry, that's mine. I'm trying to get him to be quiet.
No, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just very cute.
He likes to be near me if I'm on my computer.
Yeah, that's cute. Hey, while we're doing character creation, I didn't have a last name. Wait, no, I think we did, didn't we?
I think we just made one up on the spot. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I remember it. I see it now.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I'm gonna change it in a second.
Okay.
Professor Flitwick leads you into the entrance hall. 2 stone braziers adorn the side of a great brass door with artistic carvings over its face. Flitwick stands in front of the door, fixes his little bow tie, and the doors open with a bright sliver of light that hits Flitwick's happy face and widens to show you the Great Hall of Hogwarts. See, there's a reason why they call it great. For your eyes gaze out at everything all around you. Another yawn. The high ceiling is washed by a beautiful view of the morning sky. The little lights that normally float above are quiet for the most part. They're not needed much in the morning. On the far right, a wide fireplace is breathing warm morning life into the space. On the far left, stained glass windows show depictions of each Hogwarts founder and the castle's architect. Long tables sit before the teacher's stage, filled with older students, each with a house crest and colors. On the far left, the emerald greens of Slytherin House. The visage of a coiling snake rests in a hanging tapestry above, its neck rearing to strike. On the middle left, the golden hues of Hufflepuff House, its tapestry of a badger standing up on its hind legs and bowing to you as you enter. On the right of the middle, the azure blues of Ravenclaw House, the crest of a soaring eagle with its wings outstretched to greet you. And lastly, on the far right, by the fireplace, the fiery crimson hues of Gryffindor House. Even though Alice is in the house. The face of a lion roars out in its frame, but no sound can be heard. You follow Flitwick towards the front of the hall, where a raised wooden platform sits with a stool in front. An old ratty brown cap rests atop it, and a woman stands at the end behind the owl-like podium. Her hair has been braided up. A long green dress fades to black and trails to the floor. Pointed shoulder pads and a simple locket adorn her, and she looks down toward you before she speaks. I have art for your headmistress.
Fabulous as always.
Everyone, before we begin our practice, we have one article of business to get to quickly. Our newest student, she says, looking down toward you. Flitwick, gives you, a little pat on the back, like, you got this. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, she says, and there's a little bit of a clap from all around. As you take your first steps into these walls, I would like you to reflect on what your legacy will be here. Here you will have opportunities unlike what you will find in the world beyond. These few years will be crucial to your future, so I ask that as your name is called, ponder as you sit, as you are sorted, think, who will you be? What shall it be known for? And what will you accomplish here? Without further ado, I call up to the stand Nemessa Jones.
My adrenaline's getting up there actually very quick. So I just take a quick seat.
Okay. Why can't I change your name? Maybe it's edit name and headline. There it is. Nemessa Jones. There you go. You step up to the plate. The sorting hat is picked up by Professor Flitwick, and he gingerly places it down onto your head. Oh, one moment. Sorry, I'm back. Create more music. Huh? I can't hear anything. Did I get unplugged? In one second. There we go. Fixed. The moment the sorting hat is placed on your head, you get this weird tingly sensation that runs right through you, as if something has touched your scalp and is massaging down into your brain. And now you can hear, wake me up first. Hang on. Oh, hello. So many of you.
I'm just silently apologizing to the hat for disturbing its sleep.
I've just been very tired lately. He falls asleep on you.
Just fidgeting because I don't know what's going on.
Everybody can hear snoring coming from the hat. Oh my god, Phineas speaking, please. Sorting. Rise and shine. 5 more minutes. Sorting! You take him and shake him for a second. And he spits. Or tries to, but there's no actual saliva toward Flitwick. You trying to spit on me? I don't have arms, do I? Do your duty. He puts that back down on your head. Oh, where were we?
My sorting, sir.
Oh, right. And do you have a preference?
No.
Okay, I guess I have to go do the whole kit and caboodle. And then you feel this sudden like push into your mind. Oh God! And he filters through your memories, trying to find what makes you you, what makes you tick. What does he? And out of character, he is acting odd. Okay, I'm not. I'm not claiming that what I'm doing is what you would expect for him to have done. He's acting weird.
Do I know why he's acting weird?
No, you would have
Okay.
no basis to know this. But I'm saying out of character, we all know the sorting hat. He's normally a little bit more put together than this. Um, Namasa, what memory does he find that solidifies his choice as to what house you should be put in?
Me standing in the alley. Me standing in the alleyway watching musicians play in a town square.
Watching what?
Watching the musicians play in the town square from the alleyway.
You were little, young at the time. You desperately wanted to get up there, dance and play with them. There was this desire to be seen, to connect, to let loose, find a bit of freedom for yourself. I was almost going to go Ravenclaw, maybe Slytherin. I think that would do you best. All right, I've made my decision. He calls out into the area. This one, well, this one has a heart full of kindness, spirit of freedom. Your home will be Huffle,
Hufflepuff, sir?
Hufflepuff. He calls out, and your robes change bright yellow with the trim, a gold that adorns you. Woo! Yeah! Get an inspiration to Lemon for his little in-character reactions. I love it. Oh, he's already got it. I do have to add Nemessa to the inspo tracking channel. Just what I'd like you to do, Nemessa, go on to inspo tracking. It's right below bot in the Friday morning. You'll see your character's name. I want you to click the star emoji.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not correct. Look like that?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So, I am gonna give you inspiration because you've been doing really well for someone who's only played for 3 weeks. I will say, really well.
For sure.
Now, inspo is short for inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration is mechanic in 5e. If you're not aware, that means that you can re-roll a check if you wish. I award it for good role play, funny quips, things like that. And basically, now that you've clicked that, you don't touch it.
Okay.
Only I touch it. So if your star is at a 1, it means you don't have inspiration. If it's at a 2, it means you do. It's a use it or lose it thing for the most part. So you either have it or you don't. You can't have 2 of them.
So use it fairly frequently. If you think that there's something you really want to do or even moderately want to do, I have been burned by that where I'm like, oh look, I've gained 7 inspiration this freaking session. And oh look, I've never used it because I burned through my other resources or I beg friends for rerolls first, and you never want to do that.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's a use it or lose it thing, just like Mike was saying. And sometimes, Mike, we just have a session where we're doing a lot of great role play and we're not actually rolling. So
That's true.
right. Okay. Nemessa, you are brought down to Hufflepuff House.
Oh,
And
great bait you switched, by the way.
Hmm?
Her name is Green, so I'm like, oh, she's already chosen Slytherin, and we just haven't gone through the sorting ceremony yet.
well, that's the thing.
And she's all like, oh, Slytherin's the one I like the least. I'm like, we're getting set up for a great little Slytherin reveal here, aren't we?
Cecily, when we first made the character, Cecily was like, let's do Slytherin. I was like, sweet. And then we continued to make the character, and I was like, this does not sound like a Slytherin the farther we get with it. And Cecily was like, yeah.
It's you, Alex. You cost us a house member.
That's right.
See, I'm a natural Slytherin, so that was just like automatic, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm doing. But that, yeah.
No, it's fair. Also, it's also good because like we love Hufflepuffs. Hufflepuff is the best house for everyone else. For you too, but also they have the best perks for helping people out of jams, and we've never had Hufflepuff, so
That is true.
we have to rely on
Nolan.
Anne's relationship instead being stable.
Boy. All right, and I guess that would be when the headmistress calls out, breakfast is now served. She puts her hands out, and you guys notice something. I don't know if I've brought this up last year. I should have, but okay, no. Everyone else knows. Nemessa. Instead of what out of character you might expect, where the food just appears, the doors open. House elves dressed in little tuxes and stuff walk into the great hall and serve you all your food. Like a drove of ants.
Fancy.
Now, I want to thank the student body, McGonagall says as people start to pick at the food. You made it, it's fine. This last semester was a very difficult one. After everything that's happened, I have seen so much unity between all of you. We are blessed. Many of our issues have simply vanished without a trace. I hereby declare all Hogwarts ordinances have been rescinded. People are like cheering out, screaming.
I'm gonna look to Alice to see her reaction.
About the ordinances?
Yeah, since you were
I have no response.
Okay.
I wasn't pro
Oh,
or
come on, we
against.
gotta see. There's something. It's not like you haven't heard it. Come on, what kind of facial, like?
I call Alice out specifically as the person I
No.
look toward because she was a Magnus
That's
Gideon.
sort of what I mean, though. What I mean is everyone's cheering,
Yeah.
and she's stone faced. Is what I mean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's
No
not that
cheering
she's.
whatsoever, no clapping.
It's
Just kind
not
of
that
like,
she's mad about it. It's just that she's not happy either.
I see.
All right.
Fair enough.
Mr. Magnus Gideon also has been relieved of his duties as both an Inquisitor as well as your Transfigurations Professor. Darius, if you'd like to say some words. In the back of the room, we can see Professor Darius Dildero, funny name, less than funny man, step up from where you didn't see him sitting down at the table. He has his arm in like he's got like his long trench coat, and it's over one of his arms. His other one is out though. Let me show his art. 1 second, I have an ad. I hate when that happens. This man steps up to the plate. As far as Hogwarts professors go, he seems quite young. He's got tousled brown hair and newly has grown out his goatee and his beard. He's got on a long purple trench coat and underneath has a vest with a undone collar on his shirt. Evening, everybody. Or I guess it's the morning, isn't it? Sorry, I'm a little lagged behind. And the people who like him are definitely cheering out for Professor Dildero being here. Woo! Woo! I have sorely missed my time here at Hogwarts, and I'm excited to be back, especially for my newest 5th years and my 7th years who are going into Owls and Newts. I couldn't leave you alone. So I apologize for my absence, and I'm thankful for Hogwarts to welcome me back with open arms. And there is a round of applause for Professor Dildero as he goes back and sits down. We thank Professor Dildero for returning and wish him a speedy, continued recovery. And everybody pushes into their meals. Okay, we'll see what Nemess is up to, but we're gonna cut away to some of our other friends. Alice,
Mhm.
what's happening at your breakfast table?
I think Alice is detached from what's going on, so she's like poking at her food, but is doing so in such a way that it's like slowly pushing the plate until it makes contact with Darcy's next to hers.
And like Darcy looks down at the little tink. Is someone upset?
I'm
Darcy
not upset. I just everyone's happy. I'm fine with everybody being happy.
Finally,
Some
we
of the
don't have-
ordinances were a good idea. That's all I'm gonna say. Most of them sucked. Some of them
Which
were good.
one?
The one when you actually needed to have. I liked the approved book one because it makes sense for what we were trying to learn.
Funny that you say that, seeing as
Just shut up. I can break the rules.
Rules don't apply to you.
True.
Although the ordinance for the spell work relegated to class times, it was surprisingly calm in the hallways.
Yeah, that's another one I have somewhat of a soft spot for. Not that I didn't. There should have been designated areas.
Darcy chuckles. What class are you in this year?
I'm doing cool studies again.
Oh wait, no, it's the same year. Right.
Yes,
So
it's the same year.
Darcy doesn't have to actually ask that. So Darcy will instead say, I can already feel it coming. That wave of test anxiety.
Oh yeah, it's soon, isn't it?
Professor Flippick's been actually sent letters to my house about it. Did you get those?
Letters? No, I didn't get letters.
Do you stay at the school during breaks?
No, I didn't.
Okay. My music's too loud. Turn it down. Darcy looks over at Nemessa, who's settling in, starting to meet all of the other classmates and whatnot. Man, Hufflepuff really did not need to grow.
It's too
There's
many
already
people.
so many of
It's
them,
too many.
right? It's like they were bred by rabbits.
Yeah, that's sort of their problem though.
It's nice to see you two are getting along again. You can hear Sadie from the other side of the table says.
Yes, thank you, Sadie. Everyone's commenting on it. We're just taking it day by day.
I just want to say I was happy about it. And Darcy says, Alice is still a little embarrassed, I think.
I'm not
You don't have to be.
embarrassed.
Nobody. Is anybody here mad at Alice? Because I will punch them. No. Logan's like, funny that you ever think I cared.
Okay, thank you, Logan. Thank you, Logan.
I'll show off some of the art for these people. Let's look at our Gryffindors. So we met Darcy, of course. Ta-da! Right. And then this was Logan. Funny that you ever think I cared. Logan has two siblings, because he is a part of a triplet. And this is Salula Peel, also called Sally, and her sister, Sam Peel, or Sarminth. And then we have a few others. We have Sadie. Ta-da! And sitting next to Sadie is Mr. Nate Matthews. Hey, I heard that the Hufflepuffs are going to be putting on a party. What?
Party.
It-
What do you mean?
That wouldn't be allowed, would it?
Oh, there's no ordinance against it now. So.
Morgan was telling me about it on the train.
Oh yeah.
Sadie says, "You're not actually going to go." Oh,
It's a party. Why not?
was it during curfew hours?
Who cares?
Sally's like, "There's a party." Yeah, you want to? They start talking in the background there. Alice, you look over at Professor Dildero's return.
Oh,
Darius is back.
Well, what is that?
You see him
I'm the only.
that arm of his on the right hand side.
Does he still have it, or is it just hidden?
You saw like the kind of bulge in the jacket, so he definitely has it there. It's like put up.
Okay. Still healing, technically.
Continued recovery.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I think Alice is trying to figure out if she should talk to him now or in class to welcome him back. Because she's the one person who actually kind of liked Dildero in this
Yeah.
game.
Your call.
I think she'll do it now.
You stand up, head off toward the back, and you can see actually there's a little flock of students that are leaving from his place on the table. It's normally taboo just to walk right up to the table, but it seems like they're making an exception.
Mm-hmm.
You move up, and Dildero notices you coming. Miss Reese, you grew.
Hi. Yeah, a little bit.
You is that new piercing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Thanks. Glad you're back.
Yeah, me too. Staying in a hospital for months on end is not a way that I would enjoy spending even one winter.
I had like 2 or 3 months because I got bit by one of them. So that was
Right, I heard after the fact what happened. I'm so sorry.
yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, we're better now. So
Yeah, well, I am hoping that our previous transfiguration teacher didn't have too many issues.
You'll have to have other students. I sort of did well myself, so I don't know.
Allison, I'm glad you're safe and sound.
Yeah, me too. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want to be dead. That would be really stupid.
It wouldn't be the first time at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be going over Rothrum's Constant, so
Okay, great. Schoolwork immediately. Good to have you back.
and you move back, and Edgar, do either of you guys want to confront Alice about, because you would see her going up.
I'm consorting with the enemy again.
Oh yeah. Anne's gonna use her cool new spell that she has. And Alice hears in her head. Anne's gonna cover her mouth at the table, and Alice hears in her head, traitor.
Oh.
Now that Dildero is back, we need to meet. Stop consorting with the enemy. You can reply.
I can't reply. Okay, but I think Alice is gonna be like, "What? Huh? What is this?"
You look around and then you can see Anne putting her hand back down from away from her mouth.
Okay. I'm just welcoming a teacher back who got injured helping students. It's not that bad. We'll have a meeting later. I don't know if you can reply to this message.
She doesn't hear that back. All right. Elsewhere, back at that table, and Edgar at the southern table. Edgar, what are you up to?
I'd say that when Dildero was like announced to be back, Edgar focus is so fixated on him, so many thoughts going through his head with what they've been talking about with like Anne and Alice and Will. It's a lot. He didn't expect him to be back, to be honest. So he's surprised, unpleasantly so, because he's not a fan.
Wait, what? He's alive? Ernesia says. Yeah, Ernie. What do you think? You thought he was dead? Well, yeah. That's why all like the ministry was here.
I thought he was as well, but unfortunately, it seems like our lovely professor is back.
I rather like Professor Dildero. I like his no-nonsense attitude, Gemma says.
That's because you're good at transfiguration, and he's a transfiguration teacher. That's pretty much
She puts
it.
her hair behind her.
Ugh, he's the worst teacher ever. I am not good at transfiguration, and he doesn't help me learning anything. He's awful. Isn't
And
that right, Ali?
I think that's fucking hilarious. Ernesia says.
It's not gonna be hilarious when I don't know, transfigure him into a squirrel.
Edgar, Gemma says, you can't just blame Professor Dildero for not being good at transfigurations.
Oh, if I don't blame my teacher who's supposed to teach me, who am I going to blame?
Well, you had Magnus last semester. How did that go?
Actually, I'm doing pretty good. What's Edgar's grade right now? I think it's pretty high.
I'll double check. I think I had it open. Edgar's grade is an O.
There you go. See?
Get ready for that to just drop.
Crater immediately.
With Mr. Gideon had a no because he's actually a good teacher. I mean, I didn't enjoy his ordinances, but he was a good teacher.
Dude, I've literally been offering to do study buddies with you for like years, Levi says.
Well, that is true, Levi. That is true, and you have no one else to blame but me. I should have accepted my shortcomings. It's fine. It's fine. I can do this. Maybe you can help me this year now that the asshole is back.
Well, as I hear it, Taylor says, Mr. Gideon isn't too far off. He's camping out on the northern grounds with a few of the other
What?
oars. Yeah, but you didn't hear?
No. How did you hear?
Well, she says there's some people on the train heading to Hogsmeade, non-students. They were talking about increased aura presence up there. He's
So
not
not
far away.
only Tildero is back, but Magnus is not gone either. Amazing! What great news! What a great way to start the semester.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on campus from time to time.
Please tell me you're not happy about this either. I mean, I know you're not, but
I'm not, but he's not in the school, and that's an improvement as far as I'm concerned. You can always drop Transfiguration, Edgar.
I need it for my new, not news, owls.
Dropping
Well-
Transfiguration would be a big mistake, Gemma says. It's a core class for a reason. A lot of different professions require it as a newt.
Unfortunately, so. Mine does. I don't want to do it, but I have to.
Well, then just study outside of class. Dildero isn't a good teacher, but he continues inexplicably to be employed here.
Ugh.
So,
And
Until that
Ernesia will say, Edgar, I didn't know that becoming a court jester required transfigurations.
Very funny, Anicia. Anicia. I didn't know it's required to be a beats either, but apparently it is.
being a
Lovely
magician-
to see you all again this year, Slughorn says, coming by.
Oh, hello, Professor. Sorry about that.
I was just wondering, how many of you are going to be... well, no, he wouldn't be saying that. Right, I was just wondering how many of you are going to be continuing to take potions this year. I have something very, very fun planned.
Me, Professor.
Same here.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
He turns around with the Raven. Of course not, Mr. Wiggenweld. Wiggenweld helped me set up about half of it anyway.
So, is it going to be a surprise, or are you going to spoil it for us?
Indeed.
Oh.
See you then.
See you then.
Well, I can show off his art, I guess. Da, da, da. Professor Slughorn. Professor Slughorn.
We love him.
I love him. Yeah. And
So, oh, sorry.
no, I'll throw the scene back to you guys. You guys may continue. I just want to make sure. And if you want to do anything in particular, just let me know.
So, what are we going to do now that he's back?
We should probably have a meeting as soon as possible. That's why it would be helpful if you dropped a couple of your classes, but I know you want them for your career or whatever.
And you don't? I can't miss classes.
I don't need them for my career. So, but we should circle up with Will and Alice as soon as we can.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. We kind of
Have
have
you-
told the
yeah.
new girl a lot of stuff. And we'll say, kind of glancing towards the Hufflepuff table.
Oh, Ty is such a blabbermouth. He's adorable, but he keeps saying things that he shouldn't. He's worse than me, and I am pretty bad. You know
You are
it.
pretty bad. It's kind of a match made in heaven.
Oh.
I'd also suggest that you cast Muffliato when you guys talk. Anasturcia says on your right.
Oh, but there's so much trust between us. Slytherin
Right.
is known for house unity, right, Arnesia?
No, Narnesia, Anasturcia.
Oh, Anastasia, fuck.
Anastasia.
So she was just bringing up that she's in the know already, obviously,
Mhm.
but was bringing up that you guys did not cast Muffliato, and anybody could have.
Well, they're not saying anything.
Yeah, just saying a meeting. And, good point, Anastasia. Are you and Alice not together anymore? Is that
yeah,
a
what's
thing?
the story?
Is she back with Darcy? I just, on the
Oh,
train,
she's
it
back
seemed
with
like she might be.
Darcy. Oh, that's great. I was trying to get her out of her shell, or to not be so down about herself for so long. If they're friends again, I'm happy.
So that's
You
a
are?
yes? You are still together? No?
Well, we were never together, per se.
All right.
So what's this meeting going on about? You're talking
You're
about the
not
new
invited.
girl. You already told her all this stuff?
No, and we are not talking about this stuff, and you are definitely not invited to that meeting.
Excuse you? I think that I have very well displayed my trustworthiness after everything.
You died almost 3 times. Anne
Yes.
says, casting Muffliato first before she says that.
Okay,
Oh, good one.
and
You were, if anything, a damsel in distress the whole time.
That's true, and you tried to kill me
Emphasis on the
2 years
damn.
ago. Not 2 years ago, 1 year ago.
what are you saying, Will?
Emphasis on the damn.
Oh, fine. All right. Yeah, sure. She pulls away to go to her breakfast.
Whatever.
You probably are going to have to forgive her eventually, especially if Alice still likes her. We got absolutely zero clarity on their status, but if she's going to be around, you should probably forgive her
Of
for trying to
course.
murder you.
No, I'm not going to forgive her about that week, Mike.
Mike, there were some weird noises coming out of your mic. It was like as if a bag of coins could groan.
Yeah, I think we've had bag of coins could groan in my lottery tickets before. I'm trying to find a setting that is both I can hear what's being said and I can speak. It's more difficult than you'd expect.
Oh, weird.
Sorry.
You're on with your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm about to start driving, and I have an earbud in my ear. But like right now, y'all can hear me. But before it was really muffled, and yeah, it's just I'm so sorry. Trying to fix that.
Okay.
Might get there eventually, or I'll start screaming every time I want to say something, and y'all be like, "Why are you yelling?" And I'll be like, "I need to be heard."
Well, if you
When
have
we
to
get
be
it, when we get
louder, we
there.
understand.
If we can do this on our phone, I don't have to skip the next week either. 'Cause,
You're
like,
allowed, certainly.
I'm just like, if it helps, I can take my
the
phone with me
biggest
and just kind of
thing-
mute it.
The biggest thing is that loud extraneous sounds, and especially if we can hear ourselves. Oh, I can't focus. I don't know about the rest of you, but like the moment I can like hear myself like with an echo, I can't speak.
Okay.
Yeah, but I usually just pop on a phone. The problem is you need a phone with like a phone or a tablet or something with like also access to the website, or just let people do rules for you. So it's not terrible, but
Yep.
We can attempt it. That way I could
Oh,
at
yeah.
least try, and then, if
yeah,
not,
worst case
I'll,
you could listen in,
I'll-
and then if you want to pipe up, you can
yeah.
say something.
Okay.
So you guys successfully put Anastasia down, and now she's sad. Where were we?
So that's saying I have to forgive you.
Yeah, forgive her for, especially if she's going to be around. I mean, we'll ask Alice for clarity around the status of their relationship, but
Yes.
if she's going,
I'm not
Bullying
going to
my girlfriend while I'm not there. Is that what's
she
happening?
explicitly
your
said she was
girlfriend?
not your girlfriend, so we did not bully your girlfriend. We bullied your situationship at best.
I'm not dating her in the strictly monogamous way, but that doesn't mean I'm not with her.
Okay.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. Associate.
Yeah. So
Your associate.
next time we'll be sure to only harass her behind your back.
The girl I
Yes.
went to a single room with and locked the door that Edgar.
Yes, but she said you're not. Whatever.
Why'd you go to a room for singles? That's kind of weird.
Regardless.
Regardless, to get back on track, I'm not going to forgive her about that. Are you insane? She
You should-
betrayed me.
She betrayed you slightly, and we were in a competition against her. I'm on your side. I will support you. I'm just bringing up the idea of forgiveness as a concept.
To be fair, yeah, and betrayed us 6 ways to Sunday, and we're still talking to her. So
Okay, I made one deal with a demon, and now I'm going to hear about it forever. Is that how
I've
that
made a
works?
single deal with a devil.
Wait, pause, because you guys are still not muffliadoed, and when
Yes, I
Anne
did
says
say
that,
We
Yeah,
are.
no.
you're muffliadoed. I did.
And said we muffly out
okay,
for
I
sure.
must have missed that, because
I-
if you weren't, you would have turned. Everyone goes, like, what the fuck are they talking
Wow.
about?
No, she said that.
Back
she
to
said
it. Back
that.
to it.
But I don't think that was in character anyways. Anyhow.
Yeah, the new girl is good at, regardless of who betrayed who or whatever, you should consider forgiveness. And the new girl is good at magizoology, which is interesting given
As a
our
point,
acromantula problem.
if you guys have an issue with Dildero, I mean, a new student is somebody that he would never foresee as, being against him. You could
That's
pull Nemessa in as a
true.
possible spy.
That's
We said that
true.
do you say that in character?
I can't because I don't have a character in this scene.
Oh. I was like, if you were to say something like that in character, I'd be like, but she's a Hufflepuff. Who knows where her allegiance is?
Anyhow,
Uh,
well, I'm still salty over the fact that I owe my life to Azrath because of her. So no, thank you.
Okay. You do you. My point is the new girl is interesting for a multitude of reasons. One of which is she knows a lot about acromantula, certainly more than we do. And the second thing is that she's an unknown entity to us, but also to Professor Dildero.
What are you
Which-
suggesting?
oh, highly manipulable. I'd say that's a good point 3.
Well, she might not be. We don't really know anything about her, but it wouldn't hurt to get to know her and make a new friend.
Have you seen that moonlight hair and that like quiet, calm new girl disposition?
I did.
He's just
I'm not
nodding.
saying-
He's just nodding at her now. Like, need I say more?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but it would, looks can be deceiving. So
I did
Let's see.
warn Cecily that this is a little bit of an evil game, so she knows.
evil
fine.
is such a strong word. That is
We are
very-
not
Yeah.
evil. We are
Oh,
really not evil.
We went to
Just a
therapy,
little
and by
bit.
we I mean Edgar.
We went to therapy. Edgar went to therapy, and we all declined going to therapy.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. I think we should welcome her more. So I think I will go over to the Hufflepuff table, and so should you, Anne, and so should you, Will, and give her a nice warm welcome.
That's true.
You're sort of our best foot forward, if you know what I mean, Edgar. But
Oh.
I'll flock with you, I suppose.
You don't have to speak. You can be with Nolan. He's there, so
That's
you can
true.
just.
All right, let's go over to the Hufflepuff table and be friendly.
Oh, you're saying it as if I am torturing you.
No, I'm enjoying this. I love interacting with people. It's my favorite.
Okay, we both know it's not, but it's okay. It's okay.
Will's just gonna roll his eyes.
Let's go.
Nemessa, earlier, when you went and sat down with the rest of your new housemates, you would have immediately been bombarded with everybody.
Bombarded, that's rude.
Bombarded. Immediately, the first person to say hi to you is a small, like 2 foot tall boy. Hi, Morgan Cook. Welcome to Hufflepuff. I may as well. I'm kind of like the introduction or initiation sort of person. So let's get some introductions out of the way. Morgan Cook, entertainer extraordinaire. Over here we've got Mr. Wilfred Gideon, and he will push toward Wilfred. Hi. You ever need anybody blown up? You ask him. That's a little bit strong, Morgan. You ever hungry? You talk to this gal, Macy. Who's saying my name? Me. Right. Macy looks up from her meal, half with like food in her mouth. You ever feel peckish? She can make you literally anything. You into Quidditch?
I have never seen a game before.
Oh my gosh. A Quidditch virgin. You can hear Delilah say to her friend next to her, well, we gotta try out skills. Who knows? Maybe she's a natural. Juniper says next to her. You ever been on a broom?
I have not.
Yikes. That doesn't bode well, does it? Hufflepuff team can never get ahead. You can hear them say. And then lastly, he's like, oh my gosh, finally another girl. You can hear this lady. Hi, I'm Ren Kaga. It's so great to meet you. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Do you do your own makeup?
I'm not wearing any makeup.
She like suddenly mouth open, a little bit aghast. You're so pretty.
Thank you. You're also very pretty.
She immediately gets red in the face. Welcome to Hufflepuff, Wilfred says. We're a little bit of an eclectic group. Glad you could join.
Happy to be here.
That sorting hat was acting kind of weird, don't you think? Yeah, you like fell asleep halfway through. I've never seen him do that before. Well, maybe they're like overworking him, Bryn says.
I'm just listening again because I have no idea if he was normal or not.
And as normal, they've forgotten about me, Nolan says from the side. I'm probably the more quiet of the group. You seem like the same.
Nolan, I met you on the train.
Yeah, I know. As for when it comes to Hufflepuff, we got some of the comfiest beds, so that's a upside if you're not liking the cast. He chuckles. And that would be when, I guess, Anne and Edgar show up.
Oh, hello. Look who I brought you, Nolan. We came here to say hi. Welcome our new lovely classmate.
Hey,
Hi.
cutie.
Good to see you guys again.
Good to see you too. Hi. And Anne will sit down next to Nolan.
Nolan immediately puts an arm around your waist and kind of pulls you in for like a little side sort of hug.
Edgar's going to sit next to Nessie. Push anyone aside if someone was sitting. Like he's cutting in.
No, Ren will be like, you want to sit next to me?
Who?
Rin.
Oh, okay. Of course, Rin. Hi. Oh my gosh, did you do something new to your hair?
No, but I did get new nails, she says. And she's got like a longer nails on for once.
They look so good. Pink is definitely your color.
Like pink, white, little accents of like red can go well. It's like a warm toned red. All red is warm toned, Wilfred says to the other side. Yeah, agree to disagree.
There's like burgundy. It's not all warm.
Fire engine red. Dark mauve.
So, hi, Will.
So, Nessie, how is everyone? Is everyone being nice over here to the new student?
I have yet to be weird, Morgan says.
You say hello to someone?
I'm easing her into it.
They all seem very friendly, but it seems I'm missing quite a deal when it comes to Quidditch, from what I understand.
Oh,
Oh no.
No.
Quidditch is boring. It's only for like if you're into sports, whatever.
I hadn't even gotten on a broom before I came here. So
And I'm afraid of heights. Dreadful. I don't know how people do it.
The Young
Being
Metazoologist Association, though. That's a place for you. Or whatever they call
one of
themselves.
those new clubs that's coming out this year. Yeah, I hear that there's like a bunch of people who are putting in stuff. You can hear Delilah and Juniper saying,
I mean,
Ah,
Nessie will probably join the Junior Investigator Club. I'm sorry to break it to you, guys.
hey, at
Investigation
least
sounds fun.
There you go.
oh, well, perfect. We have one of our first meetings of the year coming up, right, Edgar?
That's true. I am the president, Anne is the vice president, and then we also have Alice, Will, Drusilla, Nolan, Ty. Who else is in the club?
"No
what
way! I'm
Darcy.
starting a club too. It's the Hogwarts Tea Club."
What exactly do you
Sophie says.
investigate?
Anything and everything, from the corners of the castle to the dark.
Just the castle. That's it, right, Edgar? We.
Yes, to
It's
the dark
mostly just
end
the
of the
social.
forbidden forest.
I like the sound of
oh,
going into the
Edgar,
forest. I'm thinking. I'm not saying that out loud though.
Edgar, your mind is just so wrong.
Creative. He's
We never
creative.
we never go into the Forbidden Forest.
Never break
He
any
just like
rules.
saying that for shock effect, like, oh, firsties, we're going into the Forbidden Forest. Ooh, look what we're gonna do. But never take it seriously.
Never. It's not. I was just joking, obviously.
I mean, it is forbidden.
Right, it's in the name. Why would we go there?
I heard that they were going to be putting a drama club this year. They were going to be putting on Lightning Boy the musical. I wonder if I could get the role of Ginny.
Any music clubs, actually? I hear that Nessie is very good with the guitar.
I would love to be part of a musical.
Who's Jenny?
Jenny, did you say
Weasley?
Jenny?
Nessie.
She's like she's one of the characters in Lightning Boy.
Yeah, but like, is she popular? Like, should I know her?
She's one of the main characters.
Okay.
Have you never seen Lightning Boy the musical?
He's just
I
gonna
mean-
blink again.
I haven't, but I'm very interested in it.
There we go. But that will be after, of course, joining for us for our meeting. I believe we're meeting after our first class.
Mm-hmm.
Juniper, you should sign up to be like Hermione or whatever. Juniper's like, I'm already the president of a club, and that is too much for me. That and Quidditch will take up all my time.
Edgar, you'd be good in a musical.
Would I? I am terrible at singing, but acting.
Oh my gosh, you could totally be Lightning Boy.
I can see it.
I should apply. Maybe we should apply together, Nessie. What do you think?
I would love to be part of a musical, and it'd be even better if you joined, because then I would know somebody.
There we go. It's a deal. You join the Junior Investigator Club. I am applying for Drama Club.
Sounds
Look
like
at
a
that.
good deal to me.
There we go. Well
I'll give
then,
you guys. No, actually, no, we'll go over them another time. But there's a lot of other clubs that are going to be coming up. So not just your usual ones that you guys are used to, but we have like over a dozen new clubs.
okay, interesting. We'll keep an eye out, Alex. Anyways, I'll leave you to meet your fellow Hufflepuffs. I am officially inviting you to join the Junior Investigator Club. I'll see you after our first class. Enjoy.
Where would I go?
We'll find
Oh,
you.
we'll find you.
Edgar,
Okay.
you have to be ratified first. You did
Have
fill
been-
out the forms, right?
Oh yes, I did. Of course.
And did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Legitimately
know,
so
okay? Anne is the
suspicious.
only one that knows about these things, but she filled out the form or whatever. She's very
Wait,
good
do we
at those.
perform? Wilfred says. Yes.
But anyways, I'll see you around. He's going to
Thank you for
Vines.
stopping by to say hello.
Of course, anytime. You know where to find me. We are both in the dungeons, so Slytherin is never too far. You can find both me and Anne nearby.
I wish they were farther.
Oh, excuse you. I am such a lovely person to be around. You shouldn't be saying that, Morgan. It's quite rude.
Do we have a new student named I?
So funny. Anyways, I think my boyfriend is waiting for me, so tutele. And he's going
All
to sit
right.
next to Ty and disappear.
That is ready for a 10-minute break. Come back in 10 minutes. See you guys then.
Alrighty.
Hello, we are back. Got some new music for you guys.
Whoa.
Hello.
Oh, I love her art, Cecily.
Thank you.
This is so pretty. The art is so nice.
I sent like 9 pictures.
That's like 9 pictures. So true.
Alice, can you do me a favor and send the semester 1 grades?
Yeah, that would be helpful, yeah.
Why are you asking Alice? What are you talking about?
I'm asking
You,
you.
Alex.
Oh, I thought you said Alice, and I was like,
Yes, I have the
like
grade.
Alice doesn't have access
I
to that.
gave myself all O's.
I said Alex.
All right. Year 5 dash semester 1. There you go.
Thank you, Alex.
Lamau. I rolled a natural 1 on that.
Oh my
those
gosh.
days. It's so funny.
Not-
I forgot about that.
Not the P on
Not-
potions.
Me with the T.
Single T.
I love how it's like E-O, E-O, T.
Oh my god, I need to spend downtimes on increasing my potions and dancing runes. It's a good thing I have a few banked, so I can spend them with Janice, maybe.
Now, Cecily, generally people take most of the classes. There's kind of like core classes that it's assumed that you're probably taking, like herbology and defense against the dark arts and stuff. That's like something that normally people take their whole time at Hogwarts. What we'll be figuring out when it comes up is more the like optional classes, like ancient runes or arithmancy or magical creatures or divinations.
Okay.
Trying to find cards.
Quick note though, you can skip a class if you really just don't like it, even a core class.
It's true. Now, at least. 5th year, yes.
By the way, for newts, we need E or O, right?
Yes. Can't A won't cut it. Two.
Bless you.
When Mike finished his first campaign, I think it was all, wasn't it? Or was it almost all of your newts were with honors, with honors, with honors, with honors?
Oh, totally.
Okay. So yeah, if you get an E, then you get the newt. If you get an O, you have the newt with honors. You get like a little symbol next to the thing. Okay. Your first class of the week, after breakfast is all said and done, is herbology class. I'll show you where it is, Nemessa, if you want to follow me. Juniper says to you. So, you coming from another school?
No, I have been homeschooled up until now.
Lucky. This place is a bit of a nightmare at times.
I don't know what to say to that. They're just like, okay.
You arrive.
No, go ahead.
You arrive walking into greenhouse 11 for the first time this week. Professor Longbottom is very happy because while there's still construction going on, there's one large greenhouse that has been moved into the actual greenhouse area now that it's accessible for the first time in a year. One minute. You can see a large arboreum that you walk into. Vaulted ceilings, bright green shaded glass, and tall verdant plants. Little doorways as well that move off into different parts of said greenhouse. The greenhouse, however, has been taken over by an odd blue flower that grows all around. Hello, class. Please don't disturb the blue flowers. They're important to today's lesson, but it seems they may have gotten a bit carried away with themselves. Professor Longbottom says, I can pull up the art for him. There he is. You walk further into the room, and the whole class struggles as people try not to step on any. And you can see Macy and Rin have to literally restrain themselves from picking them. Can anyone tell me what our little friends are called?
And
They're a little rare, especially we found out here. And I don't know who said that first.
I did.
Okay, Cat, D6 to you. Anybody can throw their hat in the ring for answering this question. I give you the answer if you get the highest roll. It's a herbology check, and the first person who puts their hand up gets an added D6 onto their check.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's whatever it is, man.
I mean, you only
At least
got
it's not
12,
my grade.
so
At least it's not my grade.
true. Now they are a little rare, so I don't imagine that many of you have had any encounters with them. Mike, do you know out of character? You will tell him?
No, I wish I did.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I haven't gotten this far in too many campaigns,
That's right. That's very true.
especially not without Gideon interference.
Mhm.
Crazy. We kind of have our own little extra special timeline within an extra special timeline because I did not realize Gideon would be 86 so quickly.
Yeah, well, he has no reason to stay anymore. The threat is kind of gone, but he's still defending the valley right now.
Eh,
So he looks around the room as people put up their hand. Mr. Wiggenweld. Die cut out?
No, you did not.
Mike?
sorry, Professor. These are certainly wild bluebells.
Precisely. Good eye. In fact, 10 points to Ravenclaw. They're in the lead because he got an at 20. They grow around very old trees due to mycelium cultures in the soil. Oh, well then how did you get them to manage to grow them everywhere? Juniper asks. Well, I found them in the forest by an old, dead tree. They grew around the base, so I decided to take a sample of the soil along with them. They were starting to die, and I used a regerminating potion on them, but this happened, says looking around. Neville gestures around the many pots that now sport sapphire-colored bells on every nook and cranny. Who has the highest passive perception? This can be found easily, Cecily, either on your sheet or can be calculated easily by just adding 10 to whatever your perception modifier is under your skills.
Okay, and I add 10 to that?
So whatever your modifier is plus 10, that is your passive perception.
Okay,
Wondering
minus
who has the highest.
17.
17, not bad at all.
Higher
Others?
than mine. I have 15.
All right. Nemessa, you see something move underneath the table by your foot. Something soft and green pulls into the safety of the darkness below.
Is it a bow truckle?
Do you want to make a perception check?
I do. I don't know how to roll though.
So you're going to go onto the website.
Okay.
Um,
Go to rolling.
and then you go to the no. So the rolling category, right, is
Yeah.
for if you want to do it custom. You can
Oh,
go onto the website. You can do /website. You get the link. I recommend marking
the
it.
magic Mysterium.
Yeah,
Oh, I have it up. Yeah.
lovely. So you go down to your skills.
Okay.
Should be on the right hand side, and then you find perception. Click the actual text, and a little thing will pop up.
Advantage roll. Okay.
Yeah, so you just click roll.
18 total.
Yeah. You peer down underneath. At first, you can't see very well. Soft moss covers whatever it is. Odd twigs jutting out from its fur. Not a bow truckle. Is that fur? And then you see two little white dots flick open in the darkness, glowing like little eyes that startle at your perceptiveness. You hear a tiny little noise, and it runs straight toward you. And it's not alone. You watch as the entire classroom becomes overrun by what look like little shrubs walking on two stem-like legs.
Oh, they're so cute.
They run around the space, actually knocking you onto your butt. And they knock over people and plants. Whoa! What the? Brett jumps. Neville gasps. Gemma raises her wand. No! Neville grabs her wand. They're Bree walkers! A moment passes, and all the walking shrubs seem to find new hiding spots. You can see one hiding behind a potted sapling by the wall. I can't believe it. They must have been attracted by the bluebells. I already had a connection with Faye, but I never knew it was true. All right. Professor Longbottom has an idea. Let's see if we might be able to help our little guests, huh? We need to make them feel nice and at home. There's a rejuvenating potion in it for the person who can catch one of these little guys without hurting them. They're very delicate.
I'm gonna go up to one in a corner and like talk to it a little bit and try to get it to go into my hand.
But you try going into your hand. No, they're as big as like
Oh, so they're not tiny.
No, they're as big as like a beach ball.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like tiny.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still gonna go over and try to talk to it.
When you walk over there, that one fucking runs, and you see it bolt and hit a doorway, fall down, but the door does open a little bit. It gets back up and runs through the door as it shuts closed.
Okay, well, I tried.
Well, everybody's going to be able to go out and actually live for them. It's going to require some work. So, I believe. Oh, bye, Mike again. I believe this class Edgar is not attending. So you have a free period, Edgar. What grade would you like to work on?
Which one was the lowest?
Oceans and astronomy.
Yeah, potions needs to go up. And I have first thing with Zanis, so if that applies, you can apply it. If it doesn't apply, you can.
It doesn't apply because she is in her biology class.
Down here, it's okay. You can increase it by one for now.
Do you? That's not necessarily how it works. Do you have keen mind?
No, do I have to roll?
Yeah, make her biology.
No,
Keen mind automatically goes up by one.
Herbology for potions.
Oh, sorry. Potion making check.
Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. 14?
Yes.
13.
Yes.
Okay.
The nice part about having a low grade is that the DC is pretty low when it comes to just putting it up. So you are now passing. You have an A.
Okay, perfect.
Which,
Thank
Cecily,
you.
there is a whole grading key because we actually use the grades from the books. At the top, there is O for outstanding. That's like the best you can possibly get. E for exceeds expectations, which is like you're more than passing this class. You're very good at this class. There's A for acceptable, meaning you're passing. P for poor, which is mean you're failing, but put a little bit of work into it and you can do fine. D for dreadful, you're probably not going to pass this class. And then T for troll, or good for trolls. You're never passing this class.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nemessa, Alice, and Anne, you guys move off into the different rooms, seeing if you guys can grab some.
Anne is not in herbology.
Anne is not in herbology. You also have a free period. Do you want to work on your astronomy grade is an E. That's the only one that's lower, unless you want to just bank it or something.
Yeah, she has keen mind, so she'll just raise
Astronomy?
her grade. Yeah.
Yep, done. Okay. Alice, Nemessa. The two of you walk off toward one of the rooms. Nemessa, you see Alice confidently enter into a different greenhouse that is set up more creatively. It has a path that winds through it. You can hear a bit of burbling water, and there is trees in here, big leafy greens that create a very dark jungle-like environment.
So would you do like an investigation check for the little creatures, the beach ball creatures? Just there you see them.
You're going to make a survival check,
A survival check. Okay.
but you and Al are by each other.
So, how are you getting used to the school?
I got 15.
Anyway, it rolls well. I got 16.
This is our first class, by the way. Okay, with some good rolls out of the way, the two of you guys move together into the jungle environment. You step nearby and can see a little track that almost looks like the foot of a chicken has been set down, but definitely off from that. This is the tracks of one of the Bree Walkers.
I think we might have found our thing.
We don't want to go up to it because then we'll just startle it again.
Okay, we want to try to sneak up on it then?
We need to trap it somehow.
Yeah, I'll get behind it and chase it somewhere, and then you can have a trap set up.
Let's see.
Sound good?
Yeah. So do we like just try to lead it into the corner here? Like,
I mean, we could.
Knowing the general direction it is, Alice, with her plan, is going to probably be able to get it out of its hiding space.
okay.
Nemessa, what kind of trap would you like to set up for it?
I don't feel like she's going to think of a trap. She's just going to try to grab it.
All right, we're going to see how that goes. Alice, go ahead and make me an intimidation check. And
Okay.
Nemessa, you can make me a sleight of hand check.
Unnatural 20.
Fuck yeah.
A 4.
I comes up and just slams her foot down so like it scares Nemessa too.
Oh, Nemessa, just for the future, that's a natural one. So if you roll one on the die, you need to.
Oh, you got that one. You got a
I got
natural one.
I got 4. I don't know. It disappeared now.
Total.
Yeah, 4 total.
You can see in the rolling category, you rolled a 1 on the die, which is
Oh,
an automatic
okay.
failure, a critical failure. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll again.
Let's go. Good luck, Nessie. Natural 20. Let's go.
11.
11. Still
Better.
not great.
Better.
Alice moves off into the brush. After a moment, you can hear her hooting and hollering and rushing through the green, and then you hear a little flop, 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 as something is running away from her in the underbrush. You kind of like get ready to go, and you can hear it coming straight your way. You get into a sort of sumo wrestler pose, ready to grab it. It leaps out of the brush, and you find its foot right on your face as it leaps off of your head, running out into the hallway.
This thing is really annoying.
They just go after it. Alice would run after it.
Yeah. I will
And that's how
follow.
you scramble to your feet and start running.
Yeah, I follow.
All right. Athletics checks, you two.
Can I not? Okay.
Nope. You must.
17.
Hey!
24.
That's right. Alice isn't going to be, upstaged on an athletics check.
No, I'm fit. Okay.
You keep up with them, end up chasing this little guy into an entirely different room. You walking into here, you can see the path splits in two. At the back of the area, there's like a waterfall coming down, a little pond and aquatic plants coming up out of it.
Oh. Sorry,
It
I'm talking
runs
with
up and then like runs to the right. Alice, what do you direct Nemessa to do?
Go ahead and go around. We're gonna try to flank it so we can just come at the same time, so it can't get away.
Can I immobilize it? The spell? The freezing
Absolutely.
spell?
Once it's within a certain range.
Okay.
So with a 17, you take Alice's advice, you go left, Alice keeps chasing it to the right. The two paths do end up kind of like meeting on the farthest side. And so this little guy runs up the stairs, up to the top, turns around, can see Alice is like right there and immediately starts running. And as it runs down the stairs, you're there, Immobilis. Do you have it locked in?
I don't know what that means.
So, on your spell sheet, do you remember how when we select our spells, we selected a bunch of them that were
I have a 1. I did the 1.
So that's one successful attempt. You must now attempt Immobilis. You can do /attempt in the rolling channel.
Where am I going for that?
Go to the rolling channel in Discord,
Oh, okay, Discord. Okay.
and then you do /attempt.
Just attempt. Okay.
Indeed. And then in the little box that shows up, you're going to put in Immobilis. It doesn't really matter if you have it spelled right, as long as you have
Head
the
west
first
on
3
Kenmore
letters.
Road toward Autumn's.
Nice to have you back, Mike.
Sorry. I'm trying so hard. I'm just about done.
Oh, I failed
apologize.
it.
It's background check.
Man, I am not helpful today. Okay.
Whoa, another nat 1. Oh my goodness. Well, roll me 1d600. So you're going to go in the rolling channel, !R, space, 1d, like the letter D, 600.
So in the rolling channel, do exclamation mark
Exclamation
RD
mark
600.
R, space,
Oh, space.
1d600.
I'm sorry, repeat that again one more time. Okay, exclamation mark,
Exclamation mark R,
space. Exclamation mark
space,
R.
Yeah.
Space. Okay, space.
then 1d600.
I didn't do that right.
Okay, you did it all correct except for it can't be caps.
Okay, hold on.
It took me a year to remember this. So for context, I did not remember it for a year.
You can also do a /R for rolling with my bot rather than Evray.
It doesn't show you what kind of dice you rolled is the issue.
I got 566.
Also, I don't know if your bot does custom things like this.
It totally does.
1d600.
Yeah, it's Mike's bot. Of course he does.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a character, so it's not going to work. But Yeah, either way, when it shows up, it just tells you the total. It doesn't tell you like what kind of dice you rolled. So if you fix that, people will be more inclined. Anyway, you got 566. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You cast out Immobilus, and the moment you do, this little thing like skids to a halt, tries to turn back around, sees Alice. There's a wave of magic that hits it, and you see it magically is turned into a chicken.
You just grab at it, and it's just holding a chicken now. What?
It's like flapping its wings as much as it can, and
Doing
there's like
feathers.
feathers coming down off.
I mean, chickens are smaller to hold.
That's true.
Darcy's yelling, grab it around the base of the neck. Grab it around.
Why?
Two
Why?
Obviously, Darcy grew up on a chicken farm. So, congratulations. You've caught your Bree Walker.
I guess. I'll have to repair for this later.
My bad. So do we win?
So do we win?
Do you ask that to Alice? Do
Yeah,
you win?
we caught one technically.
I don't think they give out medals for catching chickens that are plants.
Well, didn't he say just to bring one back?
Yes.
So
They're very
technically-
delicate
Back.
as well.
So technically,
It's
we're
just
bringing one
gonna
back.
be a little weird.
He didn't specify how to bring it back. He just said to bring one back.
Yep, you're right. This will be fine.
I just like the idea of everybody bringing in their Bree Walkers one after another, and then like it cuts to you
Like
guys
me
placing
holding
your
it by the
chicken
neck and like putting it down.
I don't know a spell to change it back.
I can probably change it back.
Okay. Both of you may make a herbology check at disadvantage due to the natural one.
Okay.
Okay, so I go back to character sheet.
Actually, no. Alice, you may make a herbology check. Nemessa must make a herbology check at disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm already getting that
19
once. I don't need to be
Ni-
disadvantage.
19 for 24.
5.
Wow, a 2 and a 6 too. Like it wouldn't have been much better. Okay. 5. And Alice.
It's
Look at
my
my
first
O.
day.
Do I get my O?
Yes.
Welcome to Hogwarts.
Let's go.
Nemessa, when finally Professor Longbottom is able, after the confusion of like, that is a chicken, that is not, after that initial confusion gets over, he's able to repair a farch it, change it back into what it was before. And you look at your little guy, and a lot of the feathers that were lost, or a lot of its leaves. I did mention they were delicate, right?
So we killed it?
No, you're alive. It's alive. It's just
Oh, okay.
it's just thin. You have a D for dreadful.
That fits.
Okay.
She's good around animals, not plants.
Watch me fail that too.
Will, are you in a space to catch a Bree Walker?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay. As for you, you go out looking for yours. You follow it into a odd biome that's been set up in here. There is it's like a floodplain. So the moment you step down, you're on like little stone pathways, like little rocks that have been set up all around that you like skipping stones and stepping stones, not skipping, stepping stones. There's tall reeds, and you can hear the sound of like insects that are in here as well, and so many different kinds of odd tubular plants. And what do you want to do to try to find this little guy? Definitely, there was one that definitely went in here.
It's a good question. I'm going to speak with plants.
You have that spell, don't you?
At the light, turn
I
right
do.
onto Sylvan Street.
That's crazy. Okay. You cast Speak with Plant. A moment later, you can hear a loud cacophony of noises. These plants are talking to each other.
Continue on Sylvan Street for half a mile.
They're like, I had a dead fish float by me last week. It completely messed up my roots.
Oh, little bluebell. Little bluebell, where are you?
Now, just to be clear, these are brie walkers. The bluebells are the flowers that attracted them.
Oh, right. Little brie walker, where are you?
A bunch of them turn over toward you. Huh? Did you just hear him speak?
Of course you just heard me
In
speak.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Lebanon Street.
They're all screaming right now.
Oh, calm down. It's gonna be the first time you've ever heard a wizard talk to you.
Never before. I didn't think that they were capable of speaking to us.
Well, most of the
Turn
untalented
left
ones
onto
are.
Lebanon Street.
And they look like they're calming down.
It's a good plan.
Do you ask them any questions? Now they've come down.
So what you guys doing out here?
Soaking in the sun, big giant thing. We had somebody run past a minute ago. Stepped on me. Terrible. How am I supposed to be working on my chlorophyll at this time of year? People are going to be
Continue on
stepping
Lebanon for half a mile.
That is despicable. I will have a talk with them. We will ensure this never happens again.
Oh, yeah? It went that way.
Our goal is to be grabbing one of these, right?
Yes, you're supposed to capture one. So they give you the direction that this little guy went, and you start searching in that area. Why don't you go ahead and make me I'll say herbology check for picking it out from all the rest.
Alrighty. That's going to be a min roll 24.
You rolled a 2 and still rolled a 20. This is great. It's because of your subclass. He's able to add his like wisdom modifier to the check and like.
Oh, and I'm an expert, so.
Expertise.
In 800
Disgusting.
feet, turn right onto Upland Street.
You have a plus 18 with a minimum of a 6 because you're a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. So, you search in the area, and sure enough, you're able to find what you're looking for. One of these things is not like the other. They generally don't live in marshlands, but you see flowers nearby. And this little brie walker is up and kind of like moving itself on the flower. You see, they enjoy flowers because it's a cross-pollination. So they're actually pollinators. They move around from place to place. This one has pretty good camouflage. As you move closer, it like stops moving. Kind of like if you've ever seen like a deer just like hope that they're not being seen. What do you want to do to try to capture it? It's like 10 feet away from you.
Immobulus?
You're gonna try it out? Obviously you have that one locked in.
Yep.
All right.
At the light, turn right
I'm
onto
going
Upham Street.
to have you make a sleight of hand check for like moving quicker than it does.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, you'd be able to hear it too. If I don't move, you can't see me. If I don't move, you can't see me.
If you don't move, I can't see you. Immobulus!
Sleight of hand.
12.
All right, I'll roll contest there. Okay, you cast out Immobulus, and it immediately picks up like little fish that are in the water into the air. But he is able to kick out at the last second. He drops down into the marsh and tries to wade through the water. Oh, that's not good for him. What's your second attempt?
Oh, he's going into the water now?
Yeah, he's kind of it's like shin high water. So for him, it's like half of his leaves are in the water as he's trying to trudge through.
Carpe retractum.
I can do it. I can get out of here. You cast Carpet Retractum?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a failure for it. So a purple band wraps around this little guy, and you yoink him from the water, and are able to grab onto him by the legs.
Left onto Bellevue
Let go of
Avenue.
me! I'll kick your shits in!
No, you're not kicking
Take the
shit
next
in,
left
you
onto
little
Bellevue
plant.
Avenue.
And you're able to bring it back. So you did well with your herbology check, but your you got the 12 for the other one, so you have an E, not an O. Because it waded into the water and made its leaves go down a little bit.
In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on Bellevue Avenue.
An E? That's fine.
All right. That is herbology class. Second. People filter out of the greenhouse or arboretum, all the plants left behind. These little guys get put up into their own pots, and Neville keeps them in a room all for themselves. I'm sure he's probably going to release them soon. So, our next class is divinations. Let's see. We had Anne was in divinations last time. Nobody else. Nemessa, are you in divinations class? It is opposite ancient runes, it looks like. Unless I have that wrong. Let me look at this. Electives. Fifth year. Yeah, it's divinations or ancient runes class. Divinations is self-explanatory. Ancient runes allows you to cast using wisdom. If you have a high wisdom, it can help.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at everything. I would go with the second one with the high wisdom.
Ancient runes. All right. 1 second. And you and Nolan are walking together. You step up into the divinations tower itself. Nolan's like halfway through his sentence. He's just kind of shooting the shit. But what Nolan is not bothered by, that you might be, is that the room is pitch black when you enter inside.
Oh, Anne immediately kind of stops to get her bearings before she runs into something or someone.
Here, let me help you out. Because it is like a trap door you have to climb up.
Yeah.
Nolan helps you up onto it.
Perfect.
I'm like, personally, I think it's a bigger problem that we have like Ors pushing into a private institution. Don't you think it's indicative of a larger issue?
I
He starts
totally
walking up to the tables.
Okay. She's gonna kind of trail him because he obviously knows where he's going. And she's gonna try and
Make a deck save.
oh god, okay. Let's see. Dex save. She's not bad at those. 18.
Okay. Yeah. Um, you end up like kind of pulling on Nolan, and he's able to help you up. And you're never this clingy.
It's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing.
Oh. Oh. He helps you to find a seat. And you notice that the curtains have been shut over high windows to the side of the stage.
Hmm.
Why is it so dark? Logan yells as he enters into the classroom as well. Professor Trelawney rubs her eyes in pain. You didn't see her until she had to move. Shh! You can hear Trelawney shush him very loudly. Other people start to filter in. Trelawney's in one of her moods today. Today, Mr. Pym, we are going to be having a calm, quiet class. Right. Like you can hear like some people snicker. Saoirse's like, I think I know what the problem is. Certainly not light. Bright lights blind the user of the second sight. Darkness is where divinations may be more readily become seen. Who turned out the lights? You hear Wilfred blurt out as he enters class after Logan. Mr. Gideon! Whoa. To the back! What? To the back. Oh, all right. Wilfred goes up the stairs in the back, trips on his way there. Fuck! Trelawney rubs her eyes. Deep annoyance. Today, she stands up, a little wobbly. We're going to see beyond sight and speak beyond words. Let us have this be a practice in meditation. Grab a partner, and for the remainder of class, you will attempt to speak into their mind without speaking physically. Good luck. I will commune with the darkness. Yes, that is what I will do. Trelawney places her head upon her table and does not move or speak for the remainder of class.
The fact that this is a required class to be an unspeakable is ridiculous. Anne says, whispers.
I'm not so sure about all that darkness stuff, but what would I know?
You don't see darkness? Isn't it just all darkness? I guess you don't see anything.
He's like,
Assumed it was dark.
you came to the right conclusion, though.
Yeah.
All on yourself.
Yeah.
Technically, so here's the thing. Right now that Nolan has seen, though, he knows what darkness is because of his magical sight. So for him,
Not
it's not a lack
exactly.
of anything because he doesn't know. He understands what darkness is.
Not exactly. He doesn't see like normal people when he uses it. He doesn't see color like the way you see it. He doesn't. He sees more shape than anything.
Oh, so it basically just turns his blindness down to 9 instead of 15.
Sure.
Interesting.
He like say, I'm not so sure about the whole talking into each other's head sort of thing. Very few wizards ever to have lived that can do that.
Anna will muffly out of herself and cast sending on Nolan. Boo.
Was that? How did you do that?
Magic.
You can't just keep that a secret. He seems like really intense. Like, oh my fucking gosh, you're kidding me.
I
Since when can you do this?
Since last semester. I'm very talented now. I can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, you run away for a day or two, and suddenly you're way cooler than I am.
I think it had to do with the elixir, which you also drank. You're telling me it had no impact on you?
No, it had an impact.
Oh, do tell, since we're sharing secrets.
He puts his hand out toward you.
And we'll take it.
Nolan goes to describe exactly what you're thinking about. I don't know what you're thinking about. What are you thinking about, Allie?
Anne would have been thinking, this better be interesting. And probably also thinking about how dumb this class in divination is.
You're currently ragging on my favorite class in that little brain of yours. Not only that, but you are putting down Professor Trelawney, who you think is hungover, which you're probably right. And you are enjoying the warmth of my hand.
Correct. That's interesting. So you can read minds now.
Only from touching people.
Hmm.
Skin to skin.
Interesting.
Normally, legitimacy, it comes for you have to look in each other's eyes. So, this is how it manifests. This Waters definitely did something.
Definitely. We've reached our potential.
I think it's raining. Oh boy. After I drank and everyone else, you guys didn't show up for a while. I thought we agreed that we wouldn't keep things from each other.
It was a complicated situation. That's not an excuse. I'm sorry. I didn't share everything.
I was not expecting an apology.
Well, I've reflected, and it has come to my attention that I might have made quite a few executive decisions when I shouldn't have. I'm used to deciding things on my own.
This is who you are. No one else has the kind of tenacity to choose what needs to be done. You do.
Dirty,
Oh,
rotten giggler.
I won't lie and say that I don't think it's cute.
Well,
okay, maybe cute isn't the word I would use, but I'm a little more embarrassed to use a different word.
What word would that be?
It's hot.
Well, as hot as it might be, I have
Well,
decided.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Or I should decide to be less of that and more open with my friends and with you in some circumstances.
Were you able to get that No, he'll say, and what of your friend?
And we'll muffly out of them.
You're already roughly
Oh,
out
we
of.
already are, so it's good.
Mhm.
Well, he turned into the death root and is loose in school, and is probably trying to destroy it. So we're gonna try and have him stop doing that. There are like relics in the school that kind of make it alive, and he's going to try and take them. So, not great. It's not a great situation. Don't look at me like that. I don't think that could have been predicted necessarily, but now that we know, we'll fix it. And I'm being honest about the fact that there's a demon who wants to destroy the school. So,
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a little bit of process that.
well, yes.
However, I can help. I'm there.
Thank you. I will definitely take you up on that.
And you may practice one divination spell, or you may do a reading.
A reading.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, she'll try. I think they can do Revelio this year, right? I think that's correct. Yeah, she'll try that.
It's raining so heavily right now.
Ooh, 19.
You're outside. Well, oh, it's thundering apparently too. Just check my phone. There. Okay. You got a 13 for
19.
Revelio? 19 for Revelio. Did you add Nolan's bonus to that?
I didn't. It's a D4, I think. 3, so 21.
That is an O. You're now at all lows, and
Good.
if you can keep it by the end of the year, which is going to be very hard because of the owls this year, so I will warn you, owls make it even harder.
Ah,
Mm.
oh well.
Okay. As for others in Ancient Runes class, which is there it is. We've got not Anne anymore.
No, Anne is.
Edgar and no, you can only be
It
on
was
one or the other.
her. It was her ask for. It was like her special thing
Oh,
that you
you're
let her
right,
do.
because it's second semester. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever it is. So everybody in Ancient Runes class may do 2 of any spells using wisdom instead of the usual modifier. So, Cecily, the way you're going to do this is you can pick 2 of any spell that's available to you. So anything from first year to 5th year, even if you've never attempted it, and you may try it specially. It's slash special attempt. Similar to how we did the slash attempt earlier, and we failed, unfortunately. We're going to do slash special attempt. You'll see some stuff pop up, and you'll just fill it out. Ancient runes. You'll put in a spell name, go on from there.
Okay. Okay. I'm doing this in rolling.
Enroll, yes.
Okay. Slash.
Special attempt. No space between special and attempt. You should see a little thing pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says spell, special class, and alternate casting.
Can you guys hear this? Good. Really loud.
So it's the first box is where you would put your spell. So you would like copy and paste whatever spell you would want into that little box that says spell. and then you can tab over to special class, and that's Ancient Runes, and then alternate casting is going to be false always.
Okay.
For most people. Are we even doing alternate casting? Has anyone done that in forever, Alex?
It's very rare.
You'll know. Otherwise,
And I can I pick one that I have like one attempt in, or is it just like a new one that I have nothing
And
in?
even a new one. You can do one you do have an attempt in, or you can do one where you don't. And it's from any class as well.
yep. Since you're brand new, do you mind if I give you a few tips?
Yes, go ahead.
What are your ability scores? So your strength, dexterity, constitution, etc.
I have a 12 in strength, 16 in dexterity, 12 constitution, 9 intelligence, 16 in wisdom, and 20 in charisma.
All right. I believe intelligence is linked with healing spells, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
So you may want to grab a healing spell because you would normally get a -1 on that. And instead, if you switch it to wisdom, then you essentially get a +4 bonus on those spells. Those would be the biggest ones.
So I can look at healing even with even if I already have 2.
Yeah, you can grab as many of each type of spell as you want. Yeah. But if you want to grab healing, you can grab a healing spell. Transfigurations are always like relatively tricky, and you'd get an extra +2 on those. So things like your strength of 12 means you'd normally get a +1 from that. But for using ancient runes, you swap that to +3. So
Okay.
one of those. I would suggest a transfiguration spell or a healing spell. But if there's other ones you have been interested in, it's not your stat spread's pretty even, so it's not terrible. Whatever you pick.
Okay.
Wouldn't pick a jinxes, hexes, and curses because you'd have a worse time on those than normal. So.
I think I have inspiration. Can I use it on this roll? Please.
Did Alex answer you?
He did not.
I said yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
now-
I can hear you now.
And,
Alex,
and I
can
do
you
this
do me-
twice, correct? Sorry.
What was that, Cecily?
Either
I do this twice?
Yeah, you get two spells. You can do the same spell twice if you want to, but yeah, 2 attempts.
it's usually advantageous to have as many attempts on as many different spells as you want because then you can try to cast them later.
Yeah.
But there's some that are really worth locking in.
If you recall,
Alex, can you do me?
when we did character creation, I know it was a lot, but if you haven't attempted a spell in class, you just can't attempt it outside of class. So, what are you saying, Mike?
Can you do me a favor and post this into my private chat? I can't look up spells and do special attempts and all that on the highway.
Yeah. Like, wait, what do you mean? Like
in my private channel for Will, can you just type like 2 ancient rune spells?
Yeah.
So that I know to do it later.
Yeah. Totally.
Thank you. And I'll let you know what the scores were sometime tonight or tomorrow, soon.
Feel like you're in a hurricane.
Okay.
Well, if you happen to see a cranky-looking older lady on a bicycle, stay away.
Oh wait, there's a 6 by that. Does that mean 6 like 6 the 6? What does 6 mean? Is that like for like year 6? On this list of spells here?
Oh, so that's the year. So, for example, you can only learn spells
Oh.
from first year
Okay.
until 5th year.
Then I used the year 6 because I didn't know what that meant.
Oh,
So my bad.
it's okay.
It was creepy that Alex was grinning crazy like he was about to be sucked up in a hurricane, and now he disconnected.
Oh, no. The rolling is the hardest thing to get a hold of, but once you do, it's really easy.
You know, sometime in the relatively near future, I'm going to go back and add rolling for spells into the website.
Oh, that would be so amazing, Will. Mike, another Will.
No, it's not terrible. It's just one of those like, oh, we technically have a way to do it, so yeah. And then formatting. My two plans for the next while. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, so no promises. But those are my latest plans, are to get those things in.
Cecily, does Nemessa care about grades?
I feel like she wants to try, but no,
Mhm.
not really.
Okay.
Which
I
is
just-
good since I'm failing all my
because-
rolls anyway.
No, I failed I got like a nat 1 on a roll that was going to save my life, and then I was on 2 failed death saves like last semester. So I am usually the queen of rolling terribly. But if she does care, like playing into your strengths, like Will's advice was really good because that helps you get spells you ordinarily wouldn't be good at. But you can kind of do the opposite strategy, which is what are you so good at, and then only do spells out of that category, which will like compound how good you are at them. So like I don't know if Nemessa is, I think you said she's really wise, so that's great for arithmancy. So she probably has pretty decent if we look at like the spells, like she's probably pretty decent at let's see, probably divination she's not bad at. And then maybe like, is she pretty dexterous?
Yes, I have a 16 in that.
Okay, so I would do charm spells.
Okay.
So
No.
because charms, if you're decent at dexterity, it might help you get a better. So what Will's strategy is do something you're bad at because it might boost you. But the other strategy, if you wanted to have like a chance of rolling better, is lean into what you're already good at. So
Okay.
those are like the two things.
Okay.
Yep. Well, in that case, I'd say look at the. It's a little bit of a game, right? Because you have your different school of magic values, and those aren't necessarily matched up with your modifiers. So, what are your highest school of magic values?
I have no idea where to find that.
Okay, so if you go on the website and then you
Yeah.
go on spells,
Okay.
I will just take transfiguration as an example. So the first number you will see is a plus something or a minus something.
Okay, so you're
It should
talking
be
about
under
like
a green symbol.
yeah, the
Should
green,
be
the
a green
blue.
symbol. Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah, so
my big ones are
abo-
blue and purple.
Yeah, so
Yep.
above one, like above the green, for example, you will see like 2 little black ones.
Yeah.
So the one on the left is what you get from your wand.
Okay.
So for example, Edgar has +4 on that because he worked on transfiguration. But his strength is -2, so he has -2. So +4 plus -2, so he only has a +2 for transfiguration.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the thing to note is that number on the right is the one that would be replaced with wisdom for you.
Okay.
Yes. So for example, if you have, what do you have for transfiguration, for example, right now?
+2. It's +1 +1.
Yes. So if you roll in ancient runes, that would be a +4 because it's +1 plus using your wisdom instead of strength. So it would be +4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but when you understand where all the modifiers are coming from, it gets easier. So your best one would probably be like curses, jinxes, and hexes, because your charisma is high, so you have a +5 on that.
I have a +7 in that one.
Yeah.
Mhm. So you would get that bonus plus, your wisdom modifier.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Whatever your highest, but it would be subbed out for wisdom instead of charisma.
Yes.
And then same thing for charm. You said the next highest one was blue, so that's charm spells.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to roll, have a better chance of rolling higher, those might be the way to go.
Okay.
Don't worry that it's going to take a little bit to like get used to everything. Like I'd say, you can also just pick some of the spells that sound fun. Take a look at the descriptions. There's no pressure of like there is an optimal choice sort of thing. So don't worry about any of that.
Welcome back, Alex. Thank God you're alive.
Yeah. Apparently it's hailing. So
Oh,
yeah. It's gonna mess with the Starlink. Okay. Thank you guys for helping her out. There's definitely a bit of a learning curve, and normally the game eases
I
you into it.
did attempt a year 6 spell because I did not understand what
Oh.
6 meant. So
Oh, but
I
we can
failed
always-
it, so it didn't matter.
It's the perfect time. Oh, well, it still does because it will still show up as attempted and failed.
Oh, okay.
So, but this is the perfect time to show you. Oh wait, no, you already know how. Can you just go to your spell list on the website and edit it so never attempted?
Spell edit.
It's the same sort of thing that we did when we were picking our spells.
Yeah. Okay. Just put not yet cast, or well, I don't think I did that.
Yeah,
right.
not yet cast.
Oh wait, I don't think I'm doing this correctly because it already says I didn't cast it.
Weird. Well, that's fine. As long as it says it doesn't cast, then that's what we want. So you have one more ado. I'm guessing other people have theirs. So Anne, what did you get?
Oh, you want me to redo that even though I did both, or?
Well, I mean, if you did a 6-year spell, Huh?
If you haven't refreshed the website since you cast it with the Discord, you're going to have to refresh the website to see the change.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Good catch. And what did you get? Allie?
I'm so sorry. It kind of froze for me for a second.
Sorry.
I got a 19 and a 16. And I got the 19 on DePrimo and the 16 on Finato Duri is how I'm going to pronounce it.
Yep. Absolutely. There's an E for you. Edgar, what about yours?
11 and 14.
You keep your A for the second semester.
At least it's not lower. It's okay. I
Yep.
can use. I
You're
have
only
one
failing
banked.
astronomy class. Who cares about astronomy?
Yeah, I have one banked free period. Can I just use that and boost it to E because I need it?
Again, you cannot automatically unless you actually have time with Janice to do it. So I would save that free period until the next time we actually do free periods. We will do them.
Okay.
And Will.
I'm waiting for later.
Oh, right. Absolutely. Alrighty. Nemessa.
I think my in-game dice are broken.
Are you just rolling really shit?
Yeah,
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I got a 7 on the Brachium Amendo, and then I got a 9 on Obliviate. And that's with the +7 on both.
What the heck is sanitatum?
That
Right?
was the level. That was the level 6.
What are you putting in the spot?
That was the year 6.
I don't think
That
sanitatum is a real spell. I think it's a made spell.
It
Right,
well,
Mike?
it was a healing spell, and that's what.
Yeah, Sanitatum to
Sanitatum?
level 6 healing spell. Or 6th-year healing spell. While you were gone, she mentioned she accidentally
Yeah,
cast
but
the 6-year spell. But
did you make that up?
no, I'm pretty sure that's a real one.
No way. No way. No, it's
Checking
not.
the list. I don't know.
I'm looking at the list. I recently had somebody try Sagittario Maxima, and I was like, I didn't know that was in the bot.
Oh, Sanitatum. I think that's under the other spells from the ancient spellbook. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Sagittarius
from
Max
back
was
in the
also under
day.
the ancient spellbook.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we got Brachium Amendo at the Veil and Obliviate. Obliviate.
Obliviate.
Okay.
We can learn Obliviate?
They are both a fail.
Yeah,
Pretty
well,
sure, yeah, this year. I
I'm
think.
not passing anything.
Let's double check. Is it this year?
Yeah, I said 5.
Here. Oh, you're misunderstanding. It is not this year. It's not 5 is the level of spell.
Oh, the level of the spell. Oops.
That's a very honest mistake to make. So the level of spell is about spell slots. They go from 1 to 9. Meanwhile, there's not a 9th year, right? There's only 7 years. So you have to go by the ones that are available to you. You can find them if you do the edit on the spell list. You can normally find a long list of them sorted by the class they're taught in and the year they're taught in. Like there are some cantrips that you don't learn until 3rd year. So
Okay, so I had a 1
So you'll-
attempt on that as well, so take that off as well then.
yeah, you'll have to take off Obliviate because Obliviate isn't available either.
It's also easier for you if you go on the Discord. Alex has
Is Brachium Amendo available? I don't
no,
think
that's 6
Brachium
years.
Amendo is available either. So yeah, hopefully
but
you get better rolls with your next 2 attempts.
If you go on the Discord, you can see the threads. So there's like 1st year spells, 2nd year spells. Essentially, you can learn anything from year 1 to 5.
Hashtag, yeah. I'll send you the link to 5th year spells, and you click on that on Discord, and yeah, I just sent it in discussion. You'd be able to see all of the spells that are taught in this year. There's
Okay,
less
so
spells taught.
to take off
later
that
on.
and then take off
Yeah, take off everything. Redo everything. Now, we'll move on. If you don't finish it by the end of the session, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out another time, okay? But those attempts are open to you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Who is in Muggle Studies? Alice is. Nemessa, are you in Muggle Studies?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's Muggle Studies or I think arithmancy.
It sounds right.
Arithmancy, yeah.
I'll go with Muggle Studies.
Arithmancy's hard anyway. All right.
It's math. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you with an int modifier of -1, or arithmancy would not be great for you.
No, it would not. It would get you more failed spell attempts, though. That was a playful rib.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to type in this last one because I'm almost done.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, if you're almost done,
Gilgamesh.
I'll wait for you.
Okay. I passed both of those. Depulso and Muffliato.
Oh, what
With
did you get?
a 17 on Depulso and a 15 on Muffliato.
Okay, that's an E overall. Ancient runes with an E. Will, are you you're in arithmancy probably, right?
I am not in Muggle studies.
Yeah, fuck that,
I
right?
think Anne, Edgar, and Will are all in.
I don't have
arithmetic.
Edgar in here. No.
What? But that's great.
What? I have Alice. Oh, in arithmancy. Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my god, you mixed me out.
I did. All right. No, we have like 30 minutes or so left.
I actually have got to go. I was about to switch to my car if you guys
Oh,
have too much longer. So
okay. Then I won't go off and do a special DADA classroom. We can do that next time on Magic of Mysterium. We will, however, do Muggle Studies. Are you still good? Do you have to go right now?
I will just switch to my earpiece, but I'm not driving, so I'll be fine.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna be a ride along. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna switch to the Discord on my phone. But if I have to roll or something, I won't be able to do that.
Sure, we can try helping you out with that.
Okay. I will be back then.
Oh, you know what? Why don't you, since you're here, why don't you roll me a Muggle Studies check right now, just preemptively?
How do I do that?
It's a skill, like herbology.
Oh, okay.
It's under the intelligence-based skills.
8.
I'm giving you my subscriber. Reroll it.
Hey, Mike has given you a
Hey.
special thing that he pays for to give other people advantages. You may roll.
I got 8 again.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna switch my phone. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Pretty sure I've only heard of like one or two other people who essentially got like low rolls for an entire game.
Friend of mine named Keaton, we did a whole campaign like back when I was playing IRL, and that guy for nearly the whole campaign didn't roll above a 10. Dude was cursed.
God.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I couldn't. He used new dice. He used everything. Just nothing helped him. And then when he played Magic Mysterium briefly, didn't roll well either. The dice gods just literally hated him. It's like what's that one actor from that was on Critical Role? Apparently everyone hates him now for good reason. Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton.
Yeah. Terrible roles. I don't remember why people hate him though, but
For good reason. Wow.
probably a good
Harsh.
reason. And you walk off into Muggle Studies class in the usual little area. When you walk in, you can see most people haven't arrived for class as of yet. In the back of class, you can hear voices talking. Professor Milne is one, and as you near close to it, putting your bag down onto your table, you can hear, yeah, but like, how does it move forward? This moves, sure, but what moves it? The gasoline. I don't understand how that works. Gemma? You walk into the Muggle Studies showroom and find Milne over at his like old Model T car and gesturing toward it and talking to Gemma. Well, they ignite using spark plugs. What? Cat?
I'm just walking in.
Oh, did I say the wrong name? Oh, it was.
Yeah, you said Anne.
Oh, sorry. So Alice, yeah, you can hear this. They use spark plugs. They use different minerals and striking them together create sparks. They use that connected to a battery. That's acid. It holds different kind of electrolytes. I'm so lost. Oh, Hi, Miss Reese.
Hi.
Jenna like whips around, almost looking scared.
You good, Gemma?
I was just leaving.
Okay.
It was good talking to you, Miss Drayton. Good to see you again. Yeah, you too.
I'm not kicking you out, but okay, if you want to leave.
I think Gemma has her own stuff. Came here early. We don't start for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, just hanging out, seeing how you're doing.
I was doing all right. Rough time of year for some of us, I think.
Yeah. Just talking about your weird car.
My weird car. This thing was the first car.
That's
Number
why it's
one, number
weird.
uno.
That's why it's weird.
It's super fucking cool.
Yeah, it probably gets 1 mile to the gallon.
Oh, definitely. And I have to use like old time sort of oil for this bad boy.
God.
Funny enough, wizards actually do have it. They use it in lamps.
Huh. Weird.
It's more accessible in this world than the other one.
Hmm.
Although
Well,
this
I mean,
this guy
goes up.
stopped running like a year or so ago. So
That's
he's
a
dead.
weird question to think of. Could,
Yes.
could we make oil? Because you said it was made of living matter at one point, but it's not now.
Yes. Well, no. There's lots of different kinds of extraction methods. Most muggles end up using fracking, which is kind of like they shoot water down into the air, into the ground, and with a big drill, they pull it up, creating a difference in pressure and pulling it out of the ground. But there's also other places like the oil sands, where they actually extract it from sand itself. It's one of the more clean methods of doing it. Sorry, I'm rambling again.
No, it's interesting.
If you want to make oil, back in the day, actually, people used to make oil just from shells, like on the beach.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
There's a
just,
whole
like, grind it?
company nowadays named Shell. That's how they got their name. They
Yeah.
used to make it for lamp oil.
Okay.
You kind of crush them up, put them into a sieve. You can hear the
Yeah.
bell go in the background. We got class coming up here. It's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna do a special essay.
Oh, good. Special essay. I hope this one's not about war crimes and colonizing again.
Not unless you want it to be.
Not unless I want it to be.
Take a
Okay.
seat. Take a seat. Big smile. He walks into
Okay.
the room.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I got it then.
And we kind of cut over where Nemessa, you have walked into the Muggle Studies classroom. It's a fairly normal classroom, very traditional style. Desks set up one after another in long rows toward the teacher's desk and the blackboard. But there's pictures that are strung up all around the room, different places. And you can see one of the Eiffel Tower, another one of a World War II tank. You can see another one of I think it's like a special map. It's the map of the underwater routes of cables for the internet. There's a lot of weird stuff in here. I think as Professor Milne walks in, you are surrounded by a few other people in this class that are also taking this. I'm trying to figure out who. Where's my class list? Fifth year. We've got Taylor and Ernisia, Logan, Sam, and Sally, Reese, and Saoirse. So no Hufflepuffs are in this class. Oh, looks like we have a new student. Hello, I'm Professor Milne. The very kind faced professor comes up toward you. This is what he looks like. You were just sorted yesterday, weren't you? Oh, wait, no, that was
Yes,
this
I was.
morning. Oh, time flies.
Yes,
It's the
I
end of the
was.
day. What was your name?
Nymessa.
Yes. You can call me Professor Milne or Garrett. I don't really care a whole lot. He chuckles. Have you taken Muggle studies before? He leans on his desk and like puts his legs over one another casually.
I have not.
Okay, newbie, he says with a chuckle. Looks around the room. A few of my students might have probably warned you this class is one of the hardest ones possibly go through. I bring my students through the ringer. There's laughter at the back of class from Sam and Sally from Gryffindor. Isn't that right, Alice?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Mr. Milne's great.
Alice here is one of my foremost best students. She's an incredible writer as well.
I'm fine at writing.
There's a lot of things that we would have gone over in the previous years. Alice, would you mind partnering up with her just in case there's
that's fine. That's fine.
Something in between.
Sure.
Awesome.
She's clarification on anything.
Nemessa, Alice comes to sit next to you. The girl that you were haphazardly partnered up with in her biology class this morning.
I'm sorry you keep getting partnered with me.
It's really not that big of a deal. You're new. There's no reason to be mad at you for that.
I'll try to do better in this class than I did the last one.
I'm not your mom. You don't have to do better for me.
Everybody's learning experience is different. Everybody's growth is different, he says. Some people, they learn quick and fast and plateau easily. Other people, it's steps, like stairs, or like the moving staircase. For others, you can go a long time without a clear understanding or ignorance, and then one day just shoot straight up. Everybody's different. Over the last few years, I feel like I've seen so much growth, and so much understanding coming from many of you about our two worlds. Of course, the separation is important for the prevention of wizarding authoritarianism among Muggle communities, but I think a lot of the time, knowing the truth is a bit more funny than it is scary. So I'm assigning an essay. Oh, the class groans and moans together. Don't whine. It'll be fun. The content will be about your favorite topic concerning how Muggle society has misunderstood, has been wrong about, or has been misled about their own world by the existence of wizards, or vice versa. Your most ridiculous Muggle fact that you learned was wrong upon taking this class. Now, this will affect your grade, so I want some good titles. Here's a few that got sent in last year, and he puts some of them down. Muggle cryptozoology, how the Ministry hides the existence of the Mothman. I like that. That was a good read. Pulls up another one. Conjuration mishaps, why Muggles are always missing a left sock. Really revealed a lot for me. Pulls out another one. Ghosts, much more annoying than terrifying. I can attest to that after living here for a few years. Nemessa, the way he's talking is odd. Also, unlike most teachers who are often waving around a wand or just kind of playing with it in their hands, he has none. He's talking like a Muggle.
Sorry, Michael's off. Is that just my perception check that I assume he's a Muggle?
No, I'm just kind of giving that to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask him, like, is he a Muggle?
Alice, you can hear.
He's non-magical, yes. His daughter is in my house. She's really cool. You should meet her.
That's awesome.
Oh, Alice, he says, as people are starting to work on their essays.
Yeah.
Would you mind giving this to Sadie for me? She's always running around and stuff, and she never comes by here anymore.
Okay, yeah, I'll hand it over to you. What do you got?
This is like a little letter.
Oh, that's cute.
Around this time of the year, she often gets kind of quiet. So,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
see, she doesn't see this as a needful class. That's because she probably gets taught by you year round. Do you want me to get rid of house points for you, Miss Sarman? Oh my God! Do not use my government name. Sally says.
Yeah, yes, Sarman.
Sam says in the back. Professor. Okay, I'm sorry. Sam.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure that she gets it.
I always wondered, Logan, is that your actual name? Yeah. Logan says.
Why do you get the boring name?
I don't have a boring name.
Yeah, you do.
And shit, we recently redid his name to be even better. To be like, let me see if I can find it if Jess like updated the notes. Shit, I don't think it's there. Logan. Oh, it's because it's not. 1 second. Might still be here. Shit. That's so sad. Logan has like an obnoxiously long name. Logan is his first name, but he has a shit ton of middle names.
Mm. At least mine sounds normal, but it's spelled different.
Alice? What do you are like Alessandra?
It's just Alice.
Shame. Alessandra would definitely sue you. Okay, I couldn't keep a straight face. Saoirse laughs in the back. Nemessa, it seems like this professor, he has such a small class size. The class is a lot more easygoing amongst most. I think you might actually end up liking this class. Your essay, however, with a P, doesn't go too well. But the grading when you get it back has a lot of like supportive language, like the way that you wrote it, creating a compelling argument and stuff. And he does point out the things that he thinks you did well in it, and he urges you to keep trying.
I will do my best, sir.
And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight's episode. Thank you all for playing. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, stream.
Bye-bye, stream.